Hey, welcome to Before the Growl.
I don't remember that.
I barely remember it. I made
what was
a
the movie about?
Mason
was in a movie.
It was about people, actors getting older, and I was like the guy that was interviewing everybody. I looked at the trailer. Some guy brought it to me yesterday, and I'm like, damn, did that movie ever come out? Because I'm pretty good in it.
Maybe he edited it.
Really,
John knows you for 30 years. I've known you for over 10 years
I don't think I've ever heard that story.
And I've never heard that before in my life.
I shot this in one day and never, and Jack says, boy. Juan says, boy.
Oh.
And we can't dump that.
Can't dump that, buddy.
You were really beefy when you shot that. And I was. I had some beef. So we were just talking about, Bergman's here, we were just talking about Star Search, which apparently is still going on.
Yeah, they started up again on Netflix, and they have Jelly Roll, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Chrissy Teigen, and Anthony Anderson is the host of it.
So all people who need jobs.
Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar is doing a whole bunch of stuff. She's in Dexter.
Yeah, she's got a lot.
And that's not a diss. It's just not people that are necessarily in the zeitgeist anymore.
Sure, absolutely.
So we were talking about
Star
Search, and I don't think most people know how many famous people came through Star Search.
All right, give it to us.
I Googled it.
Okay.
Beyonce, as a kid, was on Star Search before Destiny's Child.
Wow.
Kelly Rowland, who later teamed up with Beyonce, maybe that's where they met.
Yeah, maybe they started Destiny's Child from it.
Usher was on Star
was on it.
Search.
Was he a singer or was he a dancer?
Aaliyah was on Star Search.
Aaliyah was amazing, too.
Dave Chappelle
was
on Star Search.
Keep listening. I'll ask questions after.
Justin Timberlake before the Mickey Mouse Club.
Really?
I heard
So he
that.
must have
And
been
Britney
pretty
Spears,
young.
I think, was too.
Wow.
Martin Lawrence on Star Search. Tatiana Ali, who played the youngest kid on Fresh Prince in Bel-Air.
Okay.
Billy Porter, who's now had a pretty good
deal,
career.
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
He was
He's on
Pose.
Broadway. You know him. He's on Pose.
Look him up. It's a show about...
Who's Lonnie Love?
I don't know.
That one sounds like a stage name, but
I know that name. I've seen her before.
Lonnie Love. Somebody picked that name.
Yeah. Right. Britney Spears.
Yep.
On
Yeah,
Star
I knew
Search.
that one.
Garcelle Beauvais.
Oh,
on Star
wow.
Search as a spokesmodel. Christina Aguilera on Star Search before.
Everybody.
Another Mickey Mouse Club person.
Right. I think Tori Kelly. Do you know who that is?
Oh, she's from Sing. So she's in Sing. She plays the best singer on the movie Sing. It's like the elephant or whatever.
Elephant. That's
Yeah,
right. The
yeah,
elephant
yeah,
is the
yeah.
best singer.
That's good.
Sinbad.
Okay.
Came out of Star Search. So those are just a few people.
I was going to say, just a shout out, my friend Sue Kalinsky won Star Search.
How did you not mention Sue?
In
She just wasn't on this list.
1986.
She actually won
Star Search, yeah.
Question, because I've never seen Star Search. So if you're a singer, are you competing directly against a comedian, or is it only comedians competing against comedians?
You compete in your own category.
Yeah,
Okay.
singer against singer, comedian against comedian. It's also age-based.
Okay, so
Because
also
they have
if you're
kids, like middle and then a little bit older.
if you're a comedian, do you have to do family-friendly comedy, or can you be blue?
You've got to do you can't work blue.
No
Okay,
way.
that's
it's on,
No way.
Like, how did Dave Chappelle ever?
It was on
Martin
network
Lawrence.
television back in the day.
Yeah. Okay, so then who had it back in the day? NBC? ABC?
Was it?
Star Search was syndicated, wasn't it?
It was a syndicated show, and wasn't it on like Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. or something?
See, I remember it being on Full House, but like Stephanie was on it, and that's the only reason I remember Star Search, because she was dancing or something on it.
But at the same time, all these people, they give, I don't know how it was back in the day, I don't remember, but they give everybody 3-4 stars. No one gets a 1 star or a 2 star.
Nobody gets
no matter
totally
what.
It's out of 5.
Everybody goes
Justin
high.
Timberlake didn't get 4 stars.
That's ridiculous.
Come on.
That's ridiculous. It is.
So basically what happens is you go up against somebody, and then if you win, you come back the next week and you do it again.
Was this the first of the many singing shows?
First of the many singing Well, truthfully,
Singing,
if
dancing,
you're a student
comedy.
of history, it goes back to your show of shows,
Right.
which was a show like in the 50s,
Sid
60s.
Caesar, right?
Sid Caesar.
Have you watched the Mel Brooks doc?
Oh,
They
yeah,
talk
it's
about that in
amazing.
there.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
So that
love
was
Mel Brooks.
technically the first.
Have you read any of that reality show book
Yeah.
I gave you?
Yeah, it's
'cause
really good.
I don't think they mentioned Star Search in there, but yeah, they talk about the reality show. But this is technically a reality show. It's all about competition.
Well, Mace had a good point, though. So now we've got The Voice.
Yeah.
We've got American Idol.
Mhm.
We've got other knockoffs. What was the one?
America's Got Talent.
They also
Yeah.
had like the dancing one, which is like the best dancer. Or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, the J-Lo
There was
one
one that came out last year where they were trying to find like just
Making
one
the band kind
hit.
of thing.
You know, like where we would come out and sing, and John Legend was on it.
We got to be out of singers by now.
Mace's point was, I think we've exhausted all the event. What brought this up is Mace turned me on to this piano bar in New York, and some people that get up and sing are unbelievable. You can't believe it's the old Billy Joel line. They stand at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, "Man, what are you doing here?"
Yep,
they're so good.
Right,
and then other people just. You just sit through it and tolerate it.
Because part of it is just like luck, I guess, to make it. It's not all talent. It's who you know, how your breaks at certain times. Or, those people could have been on Broadway at some point, but then don't get a new show.
Right, exactly.
And they give it to the girl from Salt Lake City who's on Chicago right now.
That's right. There's a Real Housewife doing Chicago.
Oh, no, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Sorry,
there's a Secret Mormon doing Chicago?
Before we went to Great Gatsby, we looked into Chicago, and they said there's a reality show woman leading it. And I go, which one? And they mentioned her name, and I'd never heard of her. Did you watch that?
I've watched an episode. My friend loves it. I'm going to watch the Rhode Island, though. Because they're starting a new Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
They're really running.
I want to know about anything from Rhode Island.
I'm going to start it because I want to be in the ground floor of a groundbreaking new show. So I'm going to be watching Rhode Island.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. You left something out about Ben Rortvedt getting picked up by the Dodgers.
Which news? We didn't mention
it. Breaking news.
They DFA'd Anthony Bonda to make room.
Wait, really?
I didn't see that.
Anthony Bonda. That's actually...
DFAing. This is JP Hornstra.
Interesting.
DFAing Anthony Bonda for Ben Rortvedt tells me I'm missing something about the Dodgers catching and pitching prospects.
That is weird. Bonda was super valuable.
And also, obviously, what happened?
Big-time lefty that you need that lefty arm.
Yeah, and kind of brutal
Bonda
to do it after what happened.
Also,
Bonda
the women
wasn't
love
the
him.
one who. Was he the one who's...
Oh, no, that's Vessi. I'm thinking Vessi.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's
Vessi.
the World Series.
Yes, now I know. Oh, he's hot. That's right.
Every woman loves Anthony Bonda.
Oh, because when they celebrate, he's like got his shirt off.
And he's got his all over his
By the way, and we're going to talk about him during the show, Matthew Stafford looked fantastic last night. Whoever did his hair, props to you. He looked great. The veneers were popping.
I actually thought that MVP race was much closer than I expected.
So much closer.
You see how it happened too.
We're going to talk about it in the show.
I'll save it.
We'll talk about the Justin Herbert love that's floating around out there,
which I totally understand. By the way,
an old video of you. Yeah. Look at this. What somebody sent to me. Did you see this? This was about a month ago, but somebody sent it to me today. So this is an old Instagram story.
Okay.
Of a story I did when I was at KUSI. I'm like 30 here.
Wow.
About a kid that was a Little League phenom, and the kid just passed away. And his wife sent this out saying, hey, 1 year anniversary of missing my husband. Here's a story that John Ireland did on him when he was 12.
Wow, that's crazy.
Isn't it interesting how people are finding videos that I didn't know that existed?
Yeah,
right. You probably didn't have a copy of whatever it was they sent you.
By the way, you look exactly the same in that.
Yeah, you are.
You look like 30-year-old John Ireland right now. Hairstyle's exactly the same.
Right.
Everything.
The funny thing is that this kid, he didn't talk. Like he and so that was the gist of the story was he was this great hitter who here I'll play a little bit.
In 31 games this year, he has 25 home runs, more than anyone in the 40-year history of the league. One area where he does need work, public speaking. Very shy. When we asked just how far can you hit the ball, he said, I don't know. When we asked,
well done.
he said, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Ultimately, like most great athletes, he has a little sister who loves to talk.
I think it's pretty cool to have a brother that everybody.
This kid was so shy. I had to interview his 10-year-old.
That's so sweet.
I thought he was going to say, I like totals.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
coming
up next for you, going to do the show. Thanks for watching Before the Growl. We'll continue on YouTube, plus, obviously, the radio and on the app. Stay with us.
44% alcohol by volume, imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, New York.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time. Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour, weekdays after 3 p.m., and try our new Chili Crisp dumplings, paired with a premium or beverage drink, like our delicious Thai tea, both for only $5. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
The most followed sports radio station in America.
710 ESPN.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather. Classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Friday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go. It is Super Friday. Super Bowl 60 Sunday at Levi's Stadium. Will it be Seahawks or Patriots? Well, while you ponder that, ponder this. The MVP, most valuable player of the NFL. Oh, yes, Matthew Stafford.
You're unbelievable cheerleaders for me. I appreciate it. I am so happy to have you at the games on the sideline with me, and I can't wait for you to cheer me on next year when we're out there kicking ass. And so I'll see you guys next year. Hopefully I'm not at this event, and we're getting ready for another game in SoFi. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
And he's coming back for another season. We'll be reacting to that. Plus, Johnny I's here. And by the way, MVP of this place, John Ireland, for making a surprise visit to El Segundo yesterday, rockin' brews, to our Super Week trade deadline party. Thanks to Hendrick Shin. Thank you to all the listeners that came on out to press the flesh with all of us. We love you dearly, and we love you, Johnny I.
Yeah.
We'll react on Lakers-Sixers last night. What the Lakers did do and didn't do in the trade deadline. And, of course, fun and frivolity. You know how we do. Producer Emily's here. Producer Brian Cohen. The social team in the back. And you. Super Friday.
So with that said, let's get this going.
On an F-It Friday, the biggest show on the radio. Oh. Mason and Ireland. Your Friday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. What is up, people? It is Super Bowl Friday. And actually, I want to start off with this. So I've got 5,000 mythical dollars.
I thought you lost all your mythical money.
5,000 from tying for Game of Games last month.
Oh, good.
So that chalked up. So I have a bet, and you tell me what odds you're going to give me.
Okay.
All right. Because I think these should be good odds. Seattle wins the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Sam Darnold wins MVP. And in his post-game interview, he says the phrase, "It means everything."
It's pretty good. 20-1.
20-1? I think those should be longer odds.
That's $100,000 if you hit it.
But it means I know, but I can't catch you. It means Should I throw another wangle in there? And
you need one more.
I need one more wangle.
What about he rushes for a touchdown?
No, he's not going to rush.
He could.
How about this?
He throws an interception.
No. He I'm trying to think. He would become the first quarterback to play for 5 teams. I saw this on a thing. How about he says, "I'm going to Disneyland" after the game?
That's it?
Well, if he's the MVP, he has.
If he's the MVP, he's definitely going to say it.
JSN could be the MVP.
Then his bet would be done.
Right. Then I would lose the bet.
Let's do something with this play on the field. Like that he throws.
Let's give it some thought.
Yeah, we'll give it some thought.
We'll kick it around. I'll try and get you up to a number where you can beat me.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. Super Bowl, and Lakers looked really good last night, although the bad news is Luka left that game with a hamstring thing that we don't know anything about.
Yeah,
There's
we'll get an update
MRI
today, but hamstrings generally are not a 1 or 2 day thing. They are longer. They are a lot longer than that.
I heard if it hurts, and there's no strain, then he would just miss a couple of games. If it is a grade 1, he could conceivably come back after the All-Star game, and if it's worse than that, it's going to be a lot more.
Yeah, I've seen guys miss months with hamstrings. I'm not saying that would be Luka, but we got to wait to see what the MRI says.
Oh, man.
I feel pretty strongly that he's not going to play tomorrow night. And by the way, I don't think Steph's going to play tomorrow night either.
No?
He's missed the last 2 games. I was talking to the Warriors this morning. They said it would be a mild – they haven't ruled him out yet, but they said it would be a mild surprise if he played.
Right.
They won a game last night with no people.
Yeah.
They were at Phoenix. And by the way, let me say this about the Laker game last night. One of the best 3 wins of the year.
Yep.
They were being run off the court. Philly was more athletic. They had they had Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, who are both spectacular.
And by the way, that VJ Edgecombe is pretty good too.
And basically this came down to Austin Reeves deciding that he was not letting the Lakers lose.
Right.
And putting the team on his back and scoring 35 points in 25 minutes. He was unbelievable. And I'm starting to think, everybody says, well, if the Lakers could get Giannis, build a package around Austin and send him. I just don't want to trade Austin. I just don't. I think that he's just scratching the surface of what he can be. And if
he had stayed healthy, I think there's a reasonable chance he would have been in the All-Star game.
But there's only been 10 games this year, and one of them was last night where Luka only played a quarter and a half.
Yep.
Where Luka, Austin, and LeBron have all played together.
Yes. They are 7-3, by the way, when they all 3 play together.
So I'm hoping the Luka injury isn't too bad, that they can survive it. But they just survived 19 games without Austin.
Right.
So it seems like that's a theme this year. And every team's dealing with it. SGA's out. He's not going to play against the Lakers when the Thunder are here on Monday. Wemby's missed a bunch of games.
Yep.
Jokic just missed a bunch of games. The postseason awards this year, I think they're going to have to get rid of that 65-game rule just because they don't have enough people to give the awards to.
Nobody's going to qualify. Jokic can only miss 1 more game.
I think Austin can only miss 2 more.
Luka has some room.
I don't know if LeBron. I think LeBron's already
LeBron's out. LeBron's out. So it's Shea's hurt.
Right.
So they're going to tick past that 65. Who knows who's going to wind up
Luka
MVP?
was going to win MVP by default, but now who knows how long Luka will be out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I thought all around really good performance last night. Luka, obviously, Austin was the story last night. Terrific.
He was, unbelievable.
And
amazing. By the way, Maxi Kleba, who had to fill in for Jackson Hayes because he got suspended for that stupid Gee Whiz mascot incident.
Which he has acknowledged and apologized for.
Maxi Kleba,
Mr. Whiz.
plus 26 in plus minus in 23 minutes.
Yeah.
So he was a big difference
Absolutely.
maker.
Absolutely was. All right, so we got stuff today. Luke Kennard, who is the brand new Lakers sharpshooter.
Can't wait to watch this guy do his thing.
He's expected to join us this hour, and then in the 2 o'clock hour, Kevin Demoff, who is the COO of the Rams and the Kroenke Sports Group and all that stuff, is going to join us. I think it's worth playing. I as a Rams fan, I was watching the NFL Honors Show last night, and I was genuinely Matthew Stafford is one of the good guys. He's, has always been, done all the right things, said all the right things, beautiful family, all that stuff. We saw his daughters on stage last night. Brian, why don't you tee up the Matthew Stafford Hall of Fame, the MVP speech from last night?
I just want to start saying thank you. I'm so humbled to be here tonight in front of so many great people, great players, coaches that make this league so special. Just to be in the same breath as you guys is an amazing feeling for me. I want to start from the beginning, kind of for me, my mom, my dad, my sister, the support you guys showed me growing up, taking me to the park, the endless hours and time that you spent helping me chase my dream means the world to me. It's the reason I'm standing here today. To the Rams organization, Mr. Kroenke, Josh, everybody, given the opportunity to play for an unbelievable organization. It's an amazing feeling, and I appreciate that. Les, Kevin, Tony, all you guys, always getting a team together for me and our team to go out there and compete and play at a high level is something we don't take for granted in this league. Sean, a great friend of mine and the best damn leader of men I've ever been around. I am blessed to play for you and work with you, man. It is an unbelievable partnership and something I'm so proud to be a part of. To the guys in the locker room, a lot of people have said it, but truly mean it for me. I mean, my name's going to be on this trophy, but there's so many guys, a lot of you here today, and I appreciate the heck out of you for being here. Your name should be on there too with me, and I really appreciate that. This team was really special. It didn't end the way we wanted it to, but man, I'll never forget it. And you guys mean the world to me. And to my favorite people in the whole world, starting with my wife over there. It's going to be hard for me. Kelly, you're unbelievable what you do for our family, the way you support me, the way you support these kids. Shoot, they got guys in the audience tonight know how she supports everybody that's involved in my life, and she's my rock. I want to let you know the sacrifices. I see you. I love you. I appreciate you very much. And to my 4 beautiful daughters, who I'm lucky enough to be sharing the stage with, give it up for them, huh? Chandler, Sawyer, Hunter, Tyler. I'm so happy to be able to teach the blessings and those lessons of this game to you guys, through you guys. You're unbelievable cheerleaders for me. I appreciate it. I am so happy to have you at the games on the sideline with me, and I can't wait for you to cheer me on next year when we're out there kicking ass. And so I'll see you guys next year. Hopefully I'm not at this event, and we're getting ready for another game in SoFi. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Stafford returns. Congratulations. Unbelievable season. And I think that I've heard people say, well, go into the draft, find a quarterback, combine first round. All that's no. You go into the draft and you find the players they're going to build around Matthew Stafford. I would assume back end of the defense was the issue all year long. That's where they address. I would be shocked if they don't take a cornerback in the first round.
Really?
Yeah, shocked if they don't take a cornerback in the first round. Not quarterback, cornerback in the first round.
I can see them trading those 2 first-round picks to move up and get like one impact player rather than 2. You know,
yeah, true.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will find out.
Or
and what
use
do you
it
think?
for a trade and get a veteran player. I could see them doing that as well, getting somebody who's proven as opposed to somebody who's less proven, but they do need to make sure that they're keeping their powder dry in terms of money because of all the guys they're going to have to pay next year. And I also want to point out one thing, too, about Stafford's winning his MVP. He is the oldest player in the NFL history to win his first MVP. I think that's impressive, too.
The oldest player to win his first MVP.
Right. There's 2 people, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, that were older than him to win an MVP at all.
Yep.
But I think that's something to be said about him having to stick out his time in Detroit. Didn't do Detroit dirty. Asked out when he thought he had more to prove and got a good deal for that. Like, it's all in this that Matthew Stafford just seems like a good guy.
Yeah, there's no question. And by the way, the voting is weird. Apparently, it came down to just literally one vote between he and Drake May, and the one guy voted.
Let's talk about that on the other side.
Okay, this guy named Sam Monson. I got a bone to pick with Sam Monson. We will do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, the 2026 Palisade has been named the 2026 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year by 50 of North America's most respected automotive journalists. And going on now, the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get a deal so right, it almost feels wrong. This spring, the best time to get the Hyundai car or SUV you've always wanted. Every new Hyundai comes with peace of mind and America's best warranty, so jump to it. No matter which one of our adventure-ready SUVs or breakthrough hybrids or EVs, you can be sure to get away with a lot more than just a great deal this spring. Drive them all. Find the one that's right for you. Don't wait. Get your SoCal Hyundai dealer today for the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, which is going on right now. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! so you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
In Los Angeles, it's not about closing deals. It's about opening partnerships. At ESPN LA, we're hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants. People who build relationships and create custom solutions powered by ESPN LA and the biggest teams in the city. This is where brands connect with fans who care. Competitive pay, full benefits, unlimited upside. Open your next partnership. Apply now at goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
Join ESPN LA at Yamava Resort and Casino for Super Sunday and the morning after. Party with me, Morales, Lindsay, and Bergman at the pool deck for our Super Sunday watch party featuring massive screens, nonstop energy, and a legendary guest, quarterback Jim McMahon. The next morning, we'll be broadcasting the Monday after, live from the resort, celebrating an unforgettable finish to the football season. Super Sunday, the morning after. Be there this Sunday at Yamava Resort and Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for more information and secure your tickets. You in?
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun, and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, so this is in there. This is from Dave McMenamin. There is some initial optimism that Luka Doncic is not dealing with a major issue with the left hamstring. However, the Lakers star is doubtful to play Saturday against Golden State. So that's from Dave McMenamin, at least some initial optimism.
Something to think about. The timing, the injuries like this are never good.
Yeah.
But if you sit him for the next 4 games, so Golden State tomorrow night, OKC Monday, San Antonio Tuesday, Dallas Thursday, then you buy him a whole other week because of the All-Star break.
Right.
So the timing of it isn't terrible. But let's see what the Lakers officially announce. My guess is that's going to be what happens, is you sit him for 2 weeks because the second week there are no games. He would obviously miss the All-Star game.
Sure.
But nobody cares about the All-Star game anyway.
That is for sure. But Brian, explain the All-Star game, how it's all going to work.
3 teams, right? 2 U.S., 1 World. And,
I work in the league and don't understand.
You're the expert, Brian.
Team A, U.S. Team B, World. It's so confusing.
So going back to the Matthew Stafford thing for a second. He won by 1 vote, 24-23.
Yep.
Tightest race since 2003.
Okay. So Matthew Stafford had 48 touchdown passes and 6 interceptions.
Yeah.
Drake May had 31 and 8. But what do I always say, Mace? The story I've beat to death over the years of when I worked with Jim Mora, the older Jim Mora, not young Jim who's coaching now, but the guy who coached the Saints and the Colts. What did he tell me that most novices, like sportscasters like you and I, miss the boat on is the most important
Turnovers.
thing? Right. Drake May led the NFL in quarterback fumbles with 14.
That should count for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't turn the ball over. That's like the most important thing to football people. I'm surprised Matthew Stafford only won by 1 vote. He led the league in passing yards. He led the league in passing touchdowns. He only had 6 interceptions. He was flawless throughout the year. Now, the other side, the counter argument, if you're a Patriot fan, you would say, well, Matthew Stafford had better receivers and he didn't run. Drake May used his legs and ran. But the turnovers, to me, end the argument.
So Sam Monson is a writer for...
Formerly with PFF, and he does a podcast.
Okay, and he's got a vote. Did you know who he voted for?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's not one of the 2 people we're talking about.
It's Justin Herbert.
Who wasn't even a finalist.
He wasn't even a finalist. It was like burning a vote. It's like Candace.
As Brian will tell you, because he's a Charger fan, and I had Herbert on my fantasy team, Justin Herbert was good, but he was not the MVP this year, not even close.
Here's what Sam Monson, who owns this and explains his case. He says, I was the Justin Herbert vote. The guy had the worst offensive line in the NFL all season, and despite that, he was working miracles in almost every single game. Stafford's O-line became 2/5 as bad as Herbert's for 5 minutes, and he became a turnover howitzer. He embodied value. MVP is the single hardest award to correctly determine because the focus is on value, which is basically impossible to objectively evaluate with so many dependencies. But the idea that one vote altered a guy's legacy is stupid. Now, Sam, there are 2 boxes on your ballot. One says Stafford, one says May. How the hell did you
there was other finalists. There was Trevor Lawrence.
Was Justin Herbert one of them?
He was not one of them.
He was not a finalist.
He was a write-in?
He was a write-in candidate.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? You got to pick one of the ones that has a box next to it.
I will say it's easy to point out the 1 vote for Justin Herbert. There's obviously different votes. And for all we know, Sam could have voted for Matthew Stafford and he would have won by 2 votes. For all we know, if he had that option. But it is very funny that he immediately came out and said, It is I, the Justin Herbert vote.
Good. Bill Polian, how about it? Let's be honest with the world.
Came out and said he did vote for Belichick.
Did he? You're right. But first he said, I don't remember. Then he said, I think so.
95% sure.
And then I have no idea who he voted for at the end of the day, if Bill Polian voted for him or not. But the guy from that particular committee that got in, that group of 5, was Roger Craig from the 49ers.
It was a great player.
Fantastic player. Huge part of those championships.
I'm surprised Luke Kuechly got in, only because I think he was an unbelievable player, but he just didn't do it for very long.
Yeah, second year. Drew Brees got in first ballot. Larry Fitzgerald got in first ballot.
Both
Kuechly,
well deserving.
Yeah, Kuechly second ballot. Who was the other second ballot guy? It was
Adam Vinatieri and Luke Kuechly were second ballot.
Got it. There you go.
And Roger Craig was a seniors finalist.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how Adam Vinatieri didn't get in on the first ballot. Isn't he the NFL's all-time leading scorer?
Right, and it's like if you're going to let any kicker, he's the kicker you let in.
Right, he would be the kicker. Yeah. Now, Brees made it. Manning did not. Eli Manning, despite despite 2 Super Bowl championships, beating the Patriots, he did not make the Hall of Fame, whereas Drew Brees did. Now, Eli Manning can still make it in the future. He just hasn't made it so far. What do you think of the idea of Eli Manning? Would he have your vote to go into the Hall of Fame?
Maybe not first ballot, but yes, eventually.
Because he was just second ballot, I think. So next year he will be third ballot.
And you're comparing it to Drew Brees because Drew Brees has 1 ring. He doesn't have 2 rings.
Drew Brees is top 3 in every measurable passing statistic.
Right, exactly. And he also did have, I think in my mind, it's more of, is there any year in which you were either the best or tied for the best quarterback in your league?
Yeah.
And I think there's no year for that for Eli Manning.
Well,
even though he won, there's no year he was the best or second best quarterback in the NFL.
There's no question on Brees, right? We all agree. He threw for 80,000 yards, 27,000 more than Eli Manning.
Drew Brees had a better career than Eli Manning, but
he had
Eli Manning's going to get in.
More touchdown passes. Manning completed 60% of his passes, Brees 67%, and Eli's passer rating was 84.1 compared to 98.7 for Manning. By the way, Pro Bowls, Manning only made 4 Pro Bowls.
It's the 2 Super Bowls
It's
that gets
the
him
Super
in.
Bowls
He's
to
getting
get
in
him.
on the Joe Namath plan.
Yes.
Joe Namath statistically was terrible.
Yep.
He had more interceptions than touchdowns. I think he completed less than 50% of his passes. But in Super Bowl III, he called his shot and, put the AFL on the map, and that's why he's in. So I've said this a million times. Most Hall of Fames, the way you get in are championship excellence. That's how Eli Manning's getting in. 2 Super Bowls, including an undefeated Patriots team that he knocked off. Or career-long statistical dominance, which is how Drew Brees is getting in.
Right.
And the Super Bowl helps. That's why I think Matthew Stafford's an absolute lock.
Oh, there's no question.
Now it's for sure a lock with the MVP.
Yeah, without any
like
question.
people were talking about, if he doesn't win the
Famer.
Super Bowl this year, he's not getting in. I think he's in now.
Right.
I think he's already in. But you know what's weird? I was thinking about something. So the Football Hall of Fame is really the one that still takes things seriously.
Yes.
And here's what I mean. Basketball Hall of Fame is it's not limited to the NBA.
Right. It's not
limited to
the
college.
NBA Hall of Fame.
They let contributors in all the time.
Yep.
They let announcers in. They let Globetrotters in. They let,
Are the Globetrotters in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
yeah, probably.
Like Metal Arcs in there, and Keith Osby's in there. So, and then baseball I'll never take seriously because Pete Rose and Barry Bonds aren't in it.
Well, you can't take football seriously anymore because Bill Belichick's not in it.
Well, that's where I was going.
Yeah.
At least what I would have done if I was Roger Goodell would say, hey, I'm the commissioner. I have oversight over things like this. Bill Belichick didn't get in on a technicality. I'm putting him in. Commissioner's prerogative. I think that goes over and stands the test of time and stands the test of history, and it's fine. And if you're one of these people that argue the reason Belichick didn't get in is because he cheated, because of Spygate and Deflategate and all the other stuff, I think everybody does.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody's like sending people with cameras to press, but I don't want to relitigate all that. He did stuff that was out of the name.
Yeah, but that may be why he's out.
Yeah, it could be.
But he'll get in next
year. We have to check with Bill Polian.
And I think, too, with Eli Manning, he's going to get in. I think he's going to get in as a player at some point. But even if he doesn't, let's just say there's a world in which he doesn't. I don't want to live in that world, but whatever. He's going to get in on, like, the contributions. Because being a Manning, all the stuff, he's basically an ambassador for the NFL as being a Manning. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame in some way, shape, or form, even if it isn't as a player, which he should get in as a player.
Yeah, it's harder to get in as a contributor in the NFL than it is in basketball. Basketball contributors get in all the time. In football, you really got to do a lot. Like Robert Kraft didn't even get in.
Right.
And he's like...
But we have like Steve Sable, who is the creator of NFL films.
Yeah,
same for his dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a way that Manning's get in.
We'll we'll wait and see how that shakes out.
I'm going to try this bet again for Sunday. Let me give me the odds on this.
All right.
Okay. Bad Bunny's first song, Ti Me Pregunto. First member of Legion of Boom shown, Richard Sherman. There will show Malcolm Butler's interception from the last time Seattle and New England played in the Super Bowl.
When? Like within the body of the game?
Yeah, within the body of the game.
This is a lot of things.
Okay.
Are we still counting the ones you said before?
Seattle wins, Darnold wins MVP, and he says it means everything. All that stuff.
I think.
Come on, if you hit that.
I think all those are very doable. You need one that's a long shot. I think those are all favored to happen.
No, Ti Me Pregunto is not the favorite. It's actually Baila in Voltaire or thereabouts.
Ti Me Pregunto.
It has an emphasis at the end. Ti Me Pregunto. Because it has an accent on the O. Am I not right here? Call Pepe.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'll do this. Name the color of the Gatorade, and you got to bet. The winning coach gets covered in what color Gatorade?
Seattle. I will go blue.
See, I think it would be the neon green, the traditional Gatorade.
I am going blue.
All right. You hit all those, and I'll give you
101?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, there you go.
Just to review.
I win mythical money if it hits.
Review because I have to keep track of this.
Okay, how many total things are on there?
Okay, I have Seattle
7.
win.
Okay.
Darnold MVP.
Yep.
It means everything.
Yep.
Ti Me Pregunto.
Yep. Blue
Richard
Gatorade.
Sherman. Replay of the Butler interception. At some point, not a specific time, right?
Correct.
At some
not
point.
a specific time.
And then Blue Gatorade.
Blue Gatorade. There
okay.
You go.
I can't guarantee you that I will be sober keeping track of all of this because
I
I'm
can
going to
promise you I will be not sober, but I will be keeping track of this.
I just Googled what are the odds on a 7-team parlay?
Yeah.
90-1. So we're about right.
That's about right.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
We're about right. I'll give you 100-1.
You know, Bright, do you have tickets running for Prize Picks?
I have a few, yes.
Yeah. So I really want to see somebody, and you will tweet it to me if you hit a 7-legger. Have you ever hit a 7-legger?
Well, I think Prize Picks it's maxed out at 6. Sleeper used to be you could go. I think up
so
to 8.
6 is the max
on Prize Picks. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to see a 6-legger. Have you hit a 6-legger?
Just once before, and it's the $1,000 the most I've ever hit.
I want to see somebody. If you hit a 6-legger on Prize Picks, tweet me and we'll give you a shout out on Monday. It is really tough to hit 6 legs of a parlay. All right, coming up next, where we. Does this look like it's going to happen now? Yeah. Luke Kennard, brand new Laker, is going to be joining us. Coming up next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, let me tell you about Blue Ice Vodka, the finest source vodka from Idaho potatoes and pure Snake River aquifer water. Blue Ice is made from potatoes. Most vodka is made from corn. When you make it from potatoes, it's smoother, creamier, has no burn, gluten-free, no added sugar. It's only 64 calories per ounce. Comes in 3 great flavors. Blue Ice Classic, that's a traditional vodka. Double Espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee. That one's fantastic. Probably the best tasting of the 3. And my favorite, Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. You got to ask for it by name. Blue Ice Vodka, it's fantastic. It's available in most bars and restaurants. Try it today. Everyone I've turned on to this loves it. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Afternoons on ESPN LA with DeMarco and Travis.
Seattle is a pain in the you-know-what, and good luck in Levi.
The Rams season is officially over, which means DeMarco's going through it.
Either way, here's the petty side of me. Somebody else is going to win a Super Bowl in the 49ers home stadium. That's right. Which makes me happy. Ha, ha, ha.
Do you care who wins? Do you prefer the Pats winning over the Seahawks, or do you want...
I'm still trying to decide, man.
I'm petty, man. Let's go Patriots.
How many do the Seahawks have? They have 1 or 2, but I cannot and will not ever root for the Patriots. I won't root for anything
So
Boston.
are you rooting for, like, the game to get canceled? That's what you're rooting for?
No, I like Mason's idea.
No, we're doing Benito Bowl.
There you go. I'll root for...
Bad Bunny.
For Bad Bunny. How about that?
Malo. Let's go.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration, happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
Hey guys, it's a new year, new benefits, and if you're wondering how to actually get the most out of your new benefits, it's VisionWorks in Orange County. It's Cappy, and I know you've been putting off your annual eye exam. I got you covered, VisionWorks. And right now, VisionWorks is offering a BOGO on glasses, so you can use that tax return for something you actually need and walk out with 2 new pairs. Quick scheduling, great doctors, and tons of frames to choose from. No stress, no pressure, just better vision to start the year. So do your eyes a favor. Head to one of the 7 VisionWorks in Orange County and see the difference.
DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions. Open the app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FNH. That's code FNH. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code FNH. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single-use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
And it is Mason and Ireland on this Super Friday, the biggest show on the radio. And we want to take a moment to shout out the official personal injury attorney of the Mason and Ireland show, the great Jacob Emrani, For the second consecutive year, the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie excited to announce the return of its Super Bowl campaign to fight food insecurity in Los Angeles. In partnership with the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, Jacob and Ronnie will be donating 60 meals for every single point scored during the championship game in honor of the 60th Super Bowl. Way to go, Jacob. Always taking care of the community and giving back. We love you, Jacob. Thank you for your support of Los Angeles and, of course, your support of the biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers. Mason and Ireland keeps rolling on this Super Friday on ESPN LA.
And that is very cool of Jacob and Ronnie, partnership with the LA Food Bank. And 60 meals for every single point scored during the championship game in honor of the 60th big game. So,
all right, which song is this?
Is this Titi Me Pregunto? Mm-hmm. You know what Titi means, right?
Yep.
Aunt.
Do you?
Auntie's very important in Latino culture.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, wasn't that your nickname when you were little?
TT was my nickname when I was a little kid. Yeah, TT.
It's
Are
like
those two things related, or was a TT as your nickname sounds like when somebody tried to pronounce your name and couldn't do it?
Couldn't do it. Couldn't say Steve, so it came out TT. TT means auntie.
It's like a familiar way to say auntie. Like the formal way is Tia.
Yeah,
or
correct.
Tio.
TT is like auntie.
That's why Tio Albert is Uncle Albert.
Yes.
But TT is like the familial way to say.
There you go. Bad Bunny. Are you excited for Bad Bunny this weekend? I think it's going to be amazing.
And this isn't the first time he's done the Super Bowl. He was part of the Jennifer Lopez and Shakira Super Bowl.
Was he?
I didn't. I didn't remember that
because it was when he did like "I Like It Like That" song. Yeah.
Yeah. The Super Bowl. Weirdly, John, do you realize the Super Bowl halftime show, generally speaking, has always been the highest rated part of the show? Like the ratings go up.
I wonder if that'll be true this year because it was a polarizing choice. I'm going to watch it.
No, I'm going to watch it. I'm sure it'll still be. I'm sure it'll break. Every year it breaks the record. So I would assume it's going to break the record again. All right. So, John, we're going to hear from Luke Kennard here in a second, who is a terrific shooter. And put into context what he brings.
All right. So when you say he's a terrific shooter, first let me tackle that.
Yeah.
Luke Kennard has the highest three-point shooting percentage of any active NBA player for his career.
Yes.
44%.
Woo.
He is second in the history of the league in three-point shooting percentage. The only person that had a better career shooting threes was, strangely, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr made 45% of his threes for his career. Now, this year, Luke Kennard is shooting 49.7%. We tend to round up. So he's making 50% of his threes this year.
Yes.
And one of the things we'll ask him about is the only drawback to Kennard offensively is that he needs to shoot more. He only shoots
like 5 a game.
3
right?
a game.
3 a game. Oh,
Rui, who's having a good year of shooting, making 43%, only shoots 4.
Okay.
If I'm JJ Redick, and I've already heard JJ talk about this, he mentioned it last night after the game, he is going to lean on Kennard and Rui to shoot more. He would actually be in favor of their attempts going up, even if the percentage comes down a little. He does not want Luke Kennard, and by extension Rui, passing up anything that is even remotely an open shot. Now, one of the things I'll ask Luke about is, I don't think Luke and JJ were ever teammates in the NBA, but they know each other. They both played shooting guard at Duke for Coach K, not at the same time.
Yep.
And JJ mentioned casually last night that he's known him for 10, 12 years. So I don't know the nature of that relationship. But in essence, Luke Kennard is in now the role that J.J. Redick was in when he played in the NBA.
Right.
So I think it's a good fit.
Yeah. We'll talk to him in a minute here. By the way, you sent a story by. There may be a tip about what Cooper Kupp could
now,
do.
Now, you guys tell me
Super
if
Bowl.
you think this is something or nothing.
Yeah.
So Cooper Kupp sent out over his social media feeds a bunch of pictures of the Seahawks practicing and getting ready for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
In one of these pictures, he is clearly throwing a pass in the middle of a play. So I think that's one of two things. Either he had a brain cramp, the Seahawks have a trick play in their arsenal, and they could use it, that Cooper Kupp's going to throw a pass, or he's playing the long game, and he thought that's what people would think. And he said, let me put a picture in there of me throwing a pass just to mess with the Patriots and make them think that we have this play.
Well,
I think it's one of those two things.
There's a trend here. He did throw a pass in the Super Bowl in
the 2022 Super Bowl 2021 season.
Yes, he did.
It was unsuccessful.
It was unsuccessful. Now,
so what do you guys think? Do you think this play is actually in their playbook, or is he just messing with us?
I am going to say no, it's not. I think this is a total deke out.
Emily?
I think it's in the playbook, but I don't know if they're going to use it or not. I think you have to have.
It's like in the last chapter of the playbook.
Yeah, I mean he's played quarterback before. I think you have to have the optionality. You have to make them cover it.
Brian, what do you think?
I think it's actually in there. And to that point, one of my bets I saw today: will any non-quarterback throw a pass? So there you go. On either team, running back, wide receiver.
Did you notice the odds?
Oh, I didn't.
You are knee deep in these props.
This is the best time of the year, baby. Come on.
It is really fun. It is really fun. All right, so
let's take a break and see if we can get Luke Kennard on the way
cool.
back.
And we got icebreakers coming up. All that stuff is on the way. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, now we just talked about Jacob and Ronnie and everything he's doing for the LA Regional Food Bank.
60 meals for every single point during the championship game in honor of the 60th Super Bowl. That is Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, getting those meals and distributing those.
And Jacob is one of our favorite partners. He, for not only does he do stuff like this for the Regional Food Bank, but he has an easy-to-remember phone number.
Yeah.
And anytime you get in an accident, Mace, what's the number you call?
800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789.
And the best thing about Jacob is you don't pay anything to him unless he wins your case.
Yep.
And that call is an exploratory phone call where you can just feel out if Jacob is right for you. I would say almost everybody that calls up ends up using them. And again, if you use them, you get some money coming because you only have to pay him if you win.
Exactly.
So remember that number. Put it in your phone, 800-345-6789. The law offices of Jacob M. Ronnie.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never know what you're going to get when you wake up with Sedano and Cap.
That mid-2000s sound.
You mean like the aughts?
I don't know what that means.
The aughts are like the 2000s.
I thought those were the things that you squeeze.
I wouldn't call it mid-2000s.
I thought you squeeze stuff out of them.
But where did you get squeezing stuff out of an aught?
I don't know what an aught is.
You just squeeze it. Yeah, just squeeze it.
Squeeze that thing.
It's the morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tajon is giving away a kilo of gold in February. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all February long for the $500,000 kilo of gold giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in February for your chance to win big. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. This is how SoCal plays.
For over 40 years, Kendall Jackson Wines have been crafting exceptional wines from California's cool coastal vineyards. Family grown and family owned since 1982, Kendall Jackson is home to America's #1 selling Chardonnay for over 30 years. The iconic Vintners Reserve, with nearly 50 wines to choose from, including Cabernet Sauvignon, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Noir, and more. There's a Kendall Jackson wine for every taste and every moment. Find Kendall Jackson nationwide at every major retailer, your favorite bar and restaurant, or deliver right to your door. Learn more and find a bottle at KJ.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier. so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
One of the great shooters in the league, now a Los Angeles Laker, Luke Kennard joins us. Luke, thanks for coming on, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Just got some shots up. I'm feeling real good.
Luke, I am so happy you're here. I'm the Lakers radio announcer, and me and your friend Bo Levesque, Bo is an assistant coach for the Lakers who worked with Luke when they were together on the Clippers, have been beating this drum for 2 years to get you in purple and gold, and now it has finally happened. When you got the call that you were coming to the Lakers, what was your immediate reaction?
Oh, I was obviously so excited. Obviously to come back out here, be in LA, play for the Lake Show. I mean, obviously it's such a big stage and a great opportunity, and playing with some of the best to ever do it. I mean, I'm just ecstatic.
You know, I'm really you almost are over 50%, but not quite. So you got a goal there. They got over 50% from three, Luke.
I'm working on it. I'm working.
So tell me about your process, like what you do every day to make you who you are on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, just routine. I try to stick to my routine. I mean, look, the NBA is a long season. You're going to have ups and downs and bad nights, on nights. It's going to go every way. But for me, I just kind of obsess over my routine each and every day, and just kind of stick to what got me here. And obviously, there's always room for improvement. And but for me, it's just doing that routine every single day.
So on average, how many shots do you put up per day?
Ooh, per day? Ooh, it depends. Practice day, game day. I kind of have just obviously certain routines for each day, but definitely at least 100. I mean, NBA is long. NBA is a long season, and sometimes you got to take some days just to, clear your mind and rest your body. But for me, it's just touching a ball, getting some spot shots, not tons of movement stuff, but it's just always trying to touch a ball and get in the gym whenever you can.
Luke Kennard is our guest. Luke, we were trying to figure out the relationship between you and J.J. Redick. I don't think you were ever teammates, but you both played the same position at Duke, not at the same time. You both played for Coach K. How long have you known J.J. for a while? Do you have a relationship with him already?
I've known him for a while. Yeah, I've known him for a while. Obviously in passing, I've seen him at events, just randomly throughout the last. Gosh, how many? 10, 11, 12, something like that. 12 years maybe. But just obviously I played against him. We obviously went to Duke, played the same position. I obviously heard so many stories, watched tons of his film because that's, when I was in college, that's who I watched. It was him and a couple other guys, and just trying to see what they did. And but yeah, just seeing JJ in passing and getting to know him a little bit, and I'm just excited for the opportunity to play for him.
We're talking to Luke Kennard. Luke, one of the things JJ said after the game last night is that he wants you to shoot more. You average, if there is, I don't want to use the word criticism, but if there's anything about your game that people kind of look at and go, it's that you're only averaging 3 attempts from 3. And when you make 50% of them, of course your coach is going to say shoot more. But that's not easy, is it? Because you're kind of you went to Duke. You're kind of conditioned to make the right play all the time. Is that a hard adjustment when a guy says to you, "Hey, you make 50% of them, just shoot more"? It's not that easy, right?
It's definitely. I mean, yeah, there can be times where you can be a little bit more aggressive. You can take harder, more contested shots. And I think that's something they want me to do, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm excited to do that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's tough. I mean, just depending on the situation you're in and what the system's like, just all those kind of factors play into it. But I know here, man, they got some great passers, great playmakers, high IQ players. And I'm excited to get some of the most wide open looks I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, where do they? I mean, it's Luka Doncic. I'm watching him make no look passes to DeAndre Ayton in the paint and just crazy. Does your head just have to be on a swivel? You're always looking and always expecting.
there's certain guys that you always have to be ready, and it's not. And sometimes it might not even be like where you're standing at. He might, like, speaking of, like with Luka, he might throw you open. You know what I mean? Like he might throw you
like a quarterback,
like one or two steps. Yeah, he might lead you somewhere, and that'll give you that half a second, whatever it is that you need to get the shot off. And I'm excited for it.
Luke Kennard with us. Luke, you grew up in Ohio, played basketball in Ohio. And you've competed against LeBron your whole career, and now he's your teammate. Has it ever come up that you scored more points in your high school career than LeBron did?
Yeah, obviously that was a great moment, a big time accomplishment when I was in high school. And I've heard about it every now and then, and just kind of, full circle now, just being able to play with him and getting to know him a little bit more. And, yeah, I might mention it, but we'll see.
I wanted to ask you just something totally off the board. Who do you like Sunday in the Super Bowl?
Ooh, I don't have a crazy pull for it, but I don't know. I think the Seahawks might pull it off.
Yeah, they're the favorite.
I just hope it's a good game.
Yeah, me too. I hope it's good.
Yeah, we know Sam Darnold. He went to SC, and we covered him when he was in college, so we'll root for him. But, Luke, I cannot tell you. We talk to Laker fans every day. We are so genuinely excited that you are here. And what LeBron always says is, we need a laser. You are the laser. So please, and by the way, tell Rui the same thing. Both you guys need to shoot more. Just shoot whenever you get half open, and I think you can take the Lakers places. And we're very, very happy to see you in purple and gold. So thank you for a couple of minutes today. And now, do you expect to play tomorrow night? I know you're up getting shots. Have they told you anything about tomorrow?
Yeah, just NBA stuff. You got to clear some physical stuff, and hopefully that'll be done by today. And hopefully. I'm not 100% sure, so I can't say, but I hope so. I'm ready.
All right, Luke, we're excited. Thanks very much for coming on, man.
Yep, appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
See ya.
There you go. And let me hit this real quick.
I love this move.
This is
the one you're
interesting.
about to announce.
Former Washington Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury is joining the coaching staff of the Los Angeles Rams, per Peter Schrager and Adam Schefter.
This is Cliff Kingsbury and Sean McVay have known each other for years. They're friends. I've always thought Cliff is a great guy to have in the room. I'm not sure that he was cut out to be a head coach, but I don't hold that against him.
No.
Because it was in Arizona, and they got a weird ownership group there. But this is going to reset his career.
No question.
And get him considered. And by the way, Emily had something in her email this morning that I thought was really interesting. Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator in Cleveland, stepped down after they passed him over for the head coaching job. They told him he was not getting that job. And I think he'd be an excellent candidate for the Rams defensive coordinator job. It raised my eyebrow when I saw Raheem Morris went to the Niners.
Yeah, that was
because I was kind of hoping that Raheem would come back and be the defensive coordinator for the Rams again.
Everybody wants. Are you suggesting Chris Shula out? Replaced by Jim Schwartz?
I'm saying Chris Shula is rumored to be, in every.
But he's not. He's definitely not.
Well, are they all filled?
Kubiak, and he's going to be the Raiders guy.
Who's in Arizona? Did they fill it yet?
Mike LaFleur, Rams OC.
Rams OC. So Mike could take Shula with him.
Could.
And if he does, I think you'll look at Jim Schwartz. Yeah.
And by the way, it's not stated specifically in the initial information. I assume he's going to be offensive coordinator and replace Mike LaFleur. I assume that's going to be Cliff Kingsbury.
Sean's still going to call the plays, but Cliff in his ear, those two guys calling plays together is brilliant.
And if you think about it, that's what Kevin O'Connell did. That's what Zach Taylor did. That's what they all did. Matt LaFleur down the line.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do some icebreakers right now. Em, what do we got going?
All right, hit the music, Bri. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So here's the updates. We got with the scores. We got Chris with 7, O'Shea with 7 because O'Shea won yesterday. John,
good for him.
I have 3, Sue has 4. So no one from our show is yet to
I'm
win.
negative, right?
Yeah, you're negative 12 still. So here we go. For 10 points, I was born in 1955.
Okay.
For 9 points. At my wedding, I had a vegan wedding cake shaped like the Half Dome at Yosemite, and the wedding ended with a hike and a snowball fight.
Okay. Outdoorsy guy?
Mm-hmm. Or girl.
Or girl.
For 8 points. I was known to soak my feet in the office to relax and refocus.
Soak my feet in the office. Okay.
For 7 points. I believed that a vegan diet eliminated body odor, which led me to skipping showers, which then led to a lot of complaints from my coworkers. This is not one of our coworkers, I'll just say that.
Okay, there's nobody here. All right.
Did you say where this person was born?
No.
No.
Okay.
For 6 points. I have received the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Ooh.
And I attended Reed College.
Presidential.
That's a big one.
Yeah,
That's like
that
one
is.
of the big ones.
For 5 points.
Okay.
Both Ashton Kutcher and Michael Fassbender have played me in a movie.
Ireland.
Oh, Brian, what do you think? That was as even as it gets.
I think John started first. Mason was just faster, though.
Ireland, go ahead.
It's harder to hear.
It is Steve Jobs.
It is Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't say that he died.
Yeah.
That would be the next clue anyway.
Yeah.
So there's Steve Jobs, and you got that for 5 points. So you're negative 7 now, John.
Okay.
You
I'm
brought this
moving.
segment?
I'm
Moving on up.
Blue Ice Vodka. Okay, you hear me talking about it all the time. Ask for it by name. Crafted in the heart of America in Idaho. Distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka. It's a statement. Hey, as we're getting ready to roll into sports graffiti here, and we've got a lot to talk about that, I'm curious if people agree with me about Austin Reeves. I know that there's a lot of big stars out there like Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just over trading Austin. I want him signed. I want him here. I'm probably overvaluing because he's my favorite guy on the team. But you should have seen him last night. He was unbelievable.
Oh, I did. He was great.
And so I would now put him in the me personally.
Yeah.
Put him in the category of untradeable.
Okay. So
I may be cutting off my nose to spite my face there.
I want to get a little weedy here.
Okay.
Okay. So Austin, they can obviously go over to sign their own player.
Correct. They can give him a 5th year when other teams can only give him 4.
The Lakers would have to sign or acquire Giannis into their cap space first and then sign Austin.
Which is fine.
But that means Austin, it would be very difficult to sign and trade Austin because he gets the final word after whatever they do with their cap space.
But I had a conversation with somebody last night. I said, how realistic is it that the Lakers are in this for Giannis? And this person's a reporter. And he told me that he talked to somebody in Milwaukee, and he put the question this way. He goes, so it's the Knicks or the Heat, right?
Yep.
And the person said to him, if he doesn't get traded by Thursday, put the Lakers on that list right next to the Heat. His wife's from Fresno. He would love to play with Luka. And I thought, well, boy, the Lakers would have to match up a whole bunch of money. But you just said why they don't. You could slide him into your open cap space.
Correct, open cap space.
So it wouldn't be a situation where you would have to send out Austin or a whole bunch of stuff in order to sign Giannis. You could do it. Now, you could go over the apron if you sign all 3 of those guys, Luka, Austin,
right,
Giannis, which I don't know if you want to do, but you don't necessarily have to send out a ton to get him back because of all that cap space.
Yeah, but you got to give him something.
Right.
They're not going to just
I'm saying that,
hand you Giannis
no, but
for 3 draft picks.
Obviously, you're giving him 3 number 1s, and then you give him some expirings is what you would want to do.
Well, the contracts will have already expired.
Right. But, I mean, these are all, you can do sign and trades. You can do, whatever they want to do. You have to be there's conversations going on behind the scenes.
I just think we're more likely to see a unicorn than Giannis in the Lakers
Maybe.
uniform.
I think, I will say this. I think it's a long shot, but I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah. The odds are not 0, but they're 5.
Yeah. The Lakers, but the odds were 0 that the Lakers could have traded for him yesterday.
Correct. They
and
could
so
not have
now there is
a chance. Okay, there you go. Hang on to that. It's sports graffiti time. So much going on. The Super Bowl is on Sunday. Matthew Stafford wins MVP. JSN beats Cooper Kupp for Offensive Player of the Year. You got how you play in the Super Bowl, how you playing it on Prize Picks, how your prop bets going. Lakers getting Luke Kennard. Lakers looked good last night, although Luka did leave the game with a hamstring thing. that we are waiting for an update on. Austin Reeves, terrific last night. All that stuff. 213-799-0139. That's 213-799-0139. We're going to get your calls in here next for Sports Graffiti. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about, I mentioned Prize Picks. Exactly. I got me a ticket rolling. One so far on this game. Here's a little tip. Kenneth Walker, anytime touchdown.
I got that same one. I like that one.
Here's a tip. I think New England's going to be behind. Ramon Stevenson less than 49.5 yards.
I played that same thing.
There you go.
There. Those
all
two,
right.
I like both
we're
those.
Thinking the same. I also, Cooper Kupp, because it's Cooper Kupp, more than 2.5 receptions. I like that.
I like that one as well. At least start him low.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so all that stuff is in play for Prize Picks. Absolutely love playing. The big game is Sunday. No better way to cash in than with Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. Now, here's the deal, and I use this in all my lineups this week. Prize Picks special max discount for the big game. It's live in the app right now. Drake May just needs 1 passing yard for the max discount to win. Then you stick some other players around that, and that's how you hit your lineup and cash in. Prize Picks, simple to play. Pick more or less than 2 to 6 players on stat projections. If you get the picks right, you can cash in. Download the Prize Picks app. Do it right now. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. You hear me, BC, talk about it all the time. That's because it's fun. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
The morning show with Sedano and Cap.
I've never been able to do it. And some people can, some people can't, right? Yeah, I can't do that.
Where not everyone brings the same skills to the table.
So just so you guys know, I can't whistle, especially the loud whistle, but whenever I go to a concert or a game and I'm with Rubber or Rachel, she's the loudest whistler you've ever heard.
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
Loudest. And so what I do is I go like this. I put my fingers in my mouth as if I'm going to whistle, and that's her cue to whistle as loud as she can, so that makes me look manly, and I'm not very manly.
Why can't you just do what I did?
Which is what?
What I just did.
I can't do it. I don't know why. I can't. I've never been able to do it. And some people can, some people can't, right? Yeah, I can't do that.
What was that? Like blew a fuse.
I'm working on it. I saw what George did. All he did was he kind of curled up his lips and he went.
Hang out with Sedano and Cap every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN.
In Los Angeles, business is personal. It's built on trust, shared goals, and showing up where fans live and listen. At ESPN LA, we don't just close business, we open partnerships. We are hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants, local experts who know how to connect brands through ESPN LA's talent, digital platforms, events, and the power of Lakers, USC, Rams, Kings, Angels, and LAFC play-by-play. This role is about listening first, creating custom solutions, and building long-term relationships with businesses across one of the most iconic sports markets in the world. If you are driven, collaborative, and ready to represent the best brands in sports, this is your opportunity. Competitive pay, full benefits, real growth. Open your next partnership with ESPN LA. Apply today at goodkarmabrands.com/careers. goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, sports graffiti time. What are you people doing? There's a few lines open. 213-799-0139. 213-799-0139.
And let me say this. It happened to me last night.
Yep.
People come up to me all the time. I was at the game last night. And people come to me and goes, I would love to get in on sports graffiti, but the lines are always busy.
Yep.
They're not right now. 213-799-0139. No excuses.
No.
If you say, I can never get through.
Yep.
Untrue. Right now you can get through. 213-799-0139. Let's start with Cameron in Lake Forest. Hi, Cameron. You're on Sports Graffiti.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, I don't know if you guys heard, Portland is looking to buy Matisse Thybulle. What do you guys think about that? If the Lakers can pick him up.
He does a lot of the things that we already have guys that do what he does. I would say he's like maybe a poor man's Marcus Smart in that world.
He can and he comes up with a lot of steals.
Right. So I don't hate it.
Yeah.
We do have one roster spot available. We could do worse than Matisse Thybulle.
I agree.
You mentioned, Mason, you were getting a lot of drumbeat on Cam Thomas. I like Cam Thomas, but now that we have Kennard, that's why you would sign Cam Thomas.
There's some Lonzo talk out there.
I like the Lonzo idea. He's statistically having a terrible year, but he gets steals and he makes your team faster.
Right.
So I wouldn't be upset with that either.
The other one is Haywood Highsmith.
Of all those people, Thybulle, Highsmith, Cam Thomas, Lonzo. I'm biased, but I would lean Lonzo.
Lonzo.
Yeah. Here's Adam in Foothill Ranch. Hey, Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Hey, Mace, this is your fellow Olympics geek here.
Hey,
I
Adam.
Give you the oscillating shirt there a couple years back.
That's right.
Anyways, I just want to say go Team USA. Lindsey Vonn looks like she had her training run and looking okay.
Amazing.
So,
what other events are you looking forward to, Adam?
Oh, my gosh. Mostly the alpine skiing, Michaela Schifrin, too, obviously, and the hockey, man, it's going to come down to U.S. versus Canada again, and that's going to be men's and women's, and the speed skating is going to be awesome, and then the skeleton and luge, right?
Yeah, those are my games.
Hey, Adam,
I love them sliding sports.
Do I have this right that they will award the downhill gold medals, the medals for all the medals, men's and women's, by the end of this weekend? It's that fast?
Well, the downhill's Sunday.
Right.
For women.
Yeah, but I think for men, too. I think
women's downhill is Sunday, right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I mean, that's my favorite event of the Winter Olympics.
Fast, yeah,
so it's going down fast. Thanks, Adam. Here's John in Corona. Hey, John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Regarding this year and then also next year, John, I agree with you. Out of the open market, whatever you call it, Lonzo Ball, he plays defense.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And we need defenders. That's what we need. So why wouldn't they go after a defender?
The reason you wouldn't, John, and again, I'm with you. I'm a Lonzo fan. Would love to see him here. The reason that you wouldn't go after a guy like Lonzo is injuries. He's been they've followed him his whole career. You sign up to pay a guy, and I remember who was the guy we had? Mace Kendrick Nunn. Remember we signed him?
Sure.
He never played.
Never played.
So that would be the only downside, John, to signing him, is he's an injury risk. But I just watched him play. Yeah. I was in Cleveland last week. He played against us. He looked fine to me. So I'd be open to it.
Right. The contract's good. I mean, it's not like you're not paying Embiid with that type of money.
No, it's a buyout deal, so you'd be able to get him at your price.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the other thing, really quick, next year, if we do not get Giannis, which I hope we would, but how about Sabonis?
Love it.
Is there any chance of getting him?
Love it, but that would be a situation where he is. I got to check his contract. And by the way, Sabonis, I think would be kind of perfect for us, but you got to remember that, and thanks, John, for the phone call. You got to remember Ayton's coming back next year. He's got a player option.
Right.
Kleber's expiring. Jackson Hayes, I really like.
Yeah.
Luka really likes Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, here's something that hasn't gotten a lot of attention. Jackson Hayes is going to apply to become a Slovenian citizen so he can play internationally with Luka for Slovenia.
Is it hard to become a Slovenian citizen?
We'll find out.
I would join that
And I'm
party.
looking at Sabonis's contract. He's an undrafted free agent, 28, 29, locked in for 27, 26, and 27.
So he has how much does he make next year? Does it say?
Next year, his cap hit is $45 million.
Yeah, so the Lakers are trying to protect that cap space. So I don't know if that's in the cards or not.
But in as a fallback for Giannis, Domantas Sabonis would be terrific.
All right, here's something that surprised me, and I was surprised I didn't know it. Domantas Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding the last 2 years in a row. Yeah, that's how good he's been.
Yeah.
He's married to a former Laker girl, so he's got that going for him.
Oh, nice.
Arnold in Tustin. Hey, Arnold, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, man, how you guys doing?
Good,
So,
Arnold.
for years, I've kind of thought for years that the Lakers have been way too hesitant to trade people. They held on to Taylor Horton Tucker for whatever reason when they probably should have moved on him. Now I'm not so sure they should get rid of Austin Reeves. You kind of see them get stuck in the mud. He's definitely the one that gets them out of the mud. I'm starting to think that Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves' backcourt is doable. I'm kind of excited to get off LeBron James' $56 million or whatever it is, and I love the King, and I'm very appreciative of him getting us off the hump where we were. But I think it's time to move on and spread it around and see what we could do. I think everyone's got to be defenders going forward if we build that backcourt. So.
Arnold, I think you just summarized the position of most Laker fans. Not all, but most Laker fans. And the thing about, thanks for the call, the thing about Austin Mace is there's only a handful of guys.
Right.
Maybe 10 in the whole league who at any given moment can take over a game by himself.
Sure.
Austin's one of them.
Yeah.
Luka's one of them.
Is there any real? I don't think we're trading Austin. I think they'll sign him. He's an unrestricted free agent. And the Lakers just got to match whatever's out there for him, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm so ridiculously impressed with this kid.
And by the way, Harden and Donovan Mitchell, reportedly out of Cleveland, are recruiting LeBron James to go there for next year.
Okay. I think that unless LeBron wants to play for less money,
right,
he's probably going to be available.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to play for what he's playing for now. That money isn't out there. He's got to sign for less.
Yeah, but the question is how much less.
How much less?
Yeah.
It's somewhere between the veterans minimum and $50 million.
Yeah, exactly. Ken in Tarzana. Hey, Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
I got two things for you. First, the Luke and Luka show, and second, the refrigerator. As far as the first is concerned, I think that's a really nice fit. LeBron has always done really, really well with great outside shooters, and I think Luka would be the same. I'm speaking of Luke Kennard, of course. You remember Steve Kerr and Jordan. Steve Kerr's number one all time in three-point field goal percentage, and Luke is too. So I like that acquisition.
Okay.
Number two, the refrigerator. Before the season, John, we talked about you going back and putting Chicky Burger on, putting stuff in the fridge.
Right.
And, I didn't get a chance to listen to you.
All right, so
in the
Ken,
Brooklyn
here's why I can't do it yet. I can't get Michael to take it seriously. He won't do it. I have begged him to take it seriously. I've asked him nicely. I've asked him on the air. I've asked him off the air. The other night, he put the game in Brooklyn in the refrigerator before it even tipped off.
Yeah, that's not.
So as long as Michael doesn't respect it, I can't do it.
Michael's response.
What's happening, players?
There you go. What's happening, players?
Here's Anthony in Long Beach. Hey, Anthony, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a shout-out. Thank you guys for putting on a great show every day. I just had two questions about the Dodgers.
Yep.
Would you guys say the Mets are the Dodgers, like, counterpart, I would say, with them making moves just as the Dodgers would make moves? And also, would you guys call this dynasty that the Dodgers are doing?
They win one more, it is. Yeah.
They
win 3 in a row, that's a dynasty.
And they've got 3 total.
3 in 5 years.
3 in 5 years. That feels very dynasty to me. 3 in 5 years.
If they're not, they are knocking on the door.
Yeah.
I think a lot of other teams would call them a dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're.
And by the way, the Mets have loaded up. The Mets added Freddie Peralta. They added Bo Bichette. they've got they signed Austin Barnes. Devin Williams.
They did Juan Soto last year.
Right. They had Juan Soto last year. So, yeah, so they're loaded up. I mean, they're one of the contenders.
Although they just never win the whole
No,
thing.
they just
you
don't.
got to go back to the 80s, right? Dave in Marietta. Hey, Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Good afternoon,
Good
gentlemen.
afternoon.
First thing I want to say is welcome Luke the Laser.
Yeah,
Much
amen.
needed.
Amen.
Secondly, regarding LeBron, John, I want you to know that before LeBron came to Los Angeles, I was definitely respected him, but not a big fan. Since he's been here, I want you to know that I'm one of the people that not only support him in basketball, but everything he does in the community as well. He's a wonderful human being. And I wanted you to know that there are some of us out here. Okay?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thirdly,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dave. I cut you off.
Thirdly, I've been listening to the Lakers since I'm 6 years old, and guys, I'm 68. Okay. And I wanted to say that, John, you remind me of Chick many times, and it's just so wonderful. I used to sleep with a transistor under my bed.
Me too.
The Laker game.
Me too, Dave.
So,
and that is thank you for that. That is the highest compliment you can give me, is that in any way, even if it's just one phrase, that I remind you of Chick. And I haven't given the speech in a while, Dave, so I'll give it now. If you never have, particularly, Dave is in his 60s. I'm in my 60s.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up at the Church of Chick Hearn. If you've never heard Chick Hearn call basketball, go do a YouTube search, type Chick Hearn into the search, and listen to what a maestro sounds like calling a basketball game. This guy is, hands down, the greatest basketball announcer ever, and it's not close. And Bill McDonald and I talk about it a lot, that we never take for granted that we get to sit in Chick's chair, and it's his chair. It will never be anybody else's chair. There is a statue of the guy outside the building.
Yep.
And, Dave, the fact that even in small moments I remind you of Chick is the ultimate compliment. So thank you very much for that.
Thing I wanted to mention, John, is Chick used to start every game, and he used to say, the Lakers going left to right across your dial.
Across your radio dial. There's no more dials anymore. Should I bring it back anyway?
Absolutely, John. I need to hear you say that every night. Absolutely.
All right, man. Dave, I will try and find a way to work it in.
Go.
Thank you. Last time I did that with Chick, typed Chick Hearn into a YouTube search, I was only there for 3 hours.
Right.
So be prepared to spend
By the way,
a little time.
left to right on your radio dial is great. You want to talk about painting a picture. If you say left to right,
that's what Chick, Dave's right. He
It's
used
like
to
an
say it
image
all
I
the-
can see.
That's why I always mention what color uniforms people are wearing, because I figure you're stuck in the car.
You're painting a picture.
And, you want people to know what they're
what the game looks like.
What Chick told me once when he was still alive, obviously, was, can't tell me anything when he's gone. He said, take care of that guy who's stuck in his car. He said 80% of your audience are people that are driving home. They're stuck in the LA freeways. They're just trying to get to their TV. And so what you want to do is paint a picture so when they get home and they park their car in the garage and they leave you and they go in and they turn on Bill and Stu, that they feel like they've already been watching the game.
Right.
That's he goes, that's what you're shooting for,
Yeah.
which I thought was a great way
By the
of
way,
looking
the other
at
thing
it.
is you do a lot. You give the score a lot.
Probably too much.
No,
Yeah.
not too much. Never too much. Because you never know when people are checking in. Dodger games, it drives me nuts. I mean, honestly, I can go, an entire inning without knowing what the score is. I put the game on. I'm like, where are we? Where are we in this game? It's like giving the score a lot matters because people are in and out.
This is another thing Chick told me. Chick used to work with an egg timer, and it was a 30-second egg timer.
Really?
And so he would turn it over, and he would look down, and if the timer had gone, that means he hadn't given the score for at least 30 seconds, and he'd find another way to do it. So you don't always have to say it's 60-54.
Right.
You can say Lakers rebound, they trail by 6, 2:41 to go in the second quarter. Come back down. You can use the other team. You can say Sixers down by half a dozen. Here they come into the front court. You can find ways to reset the score without verbatim giving the score.
Exactly.
So I do that a lot.
All right, so the Winter Olympics are going on officially now in Milan Cortina, and the skiing is going on. I watched some skiing last night, some training sessions. In fact, today, Lindsey Vonn.
Are you following this ski jump story?
That's a very interesting story.
Didn't you used to call ski jumping?
I did ski jumping for NBC years ago.
So how can we explain the ski jump story without getting ourselves in trouble?
I will try it. next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. You know, it's always a good time for BB Go, John.
My favorite, throw it in the freezer, cook it at any minute, go-to snack. When you're watching a Laker game, it's more than just the game. It's by the way, let me give you a tip. If you're having a Super Bowl party and you're trying to decide whether or not you have enough food, just go to the store and buy a bunch of BB Go and throw it in your freezer. That way, if you run out of food at your Super Bowl party, you just heat up the BB Go, you're good to go. And if you don't run out of food, then you've got BB Go for the next several weeks that you can enjoy. It's perfect for at-home watch parties or just settling in for a night of hoops. When it comes to Korean flavor, BB Go goes all in. Their food is bold, packed with flavor, but it's comforting. There's something for everybody. Bowls for a quick lunch or dinner. Dumplings and fried rice for a quick meal. BB Go reminds people of what it feels like to go all in and eat like it too. So the next time you're gathering with friends or family, vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BB Go. Look for BB Go at your local grocery store in the Asian and freezer aisles. And stay tuned to ESPN LA. We're announcing a new promotion that involves BB Go that you could end up winning a trip to the NBA Finals. So make sure you stay tuned for that. BB Go for it and bring something different to the table. BB Go.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
The floor looked whiter last night. I don't know why. Yeah, it probably did, yeah. It did. The way that they were scoring. Yeah, just whiter last night. Yeah, like you had a lot more room than normal.
It wasn't just because it was in Brooklyn?
Said? Whiter?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, you didn't? You didn't?
Bro, no, wider, not whiter.
No, I said whiter.
Whiter.
Austin Reeves was out there. I mean, it makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
Totally with you. Yeah.
We all heard that.
I am so sorry.
When your
Yes.
explanation, I'm like, oh, he said whiter.
Wider.
I thought you meant whiter.
Yeah, I thought you were making
a joke.
No, lots of space.
Both,
no.
I guess. It was both wider and whiter.
Two
things can be true.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
And straight to the championship with a brand new truck from Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax, only from Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. You got a trade-in? Your ride could be worth more than you think. So get in the game with Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. They make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. Base excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing. $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration, happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhbc.com/events.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela. Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything. But while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, we've seen it all, and we're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box. Get started at hrblock.com.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
We talked about it, about switching Mason Ireland to Ireland and Mason.
Oh my God, that just wouldn't
and
even
Mason
sound right.
lost his mind.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
no,
that's why I made $1 more than he did.
He
makes $1 more than me.
We
negotiated that 30 years ago.
Yeah, and it's worth it every single year.
Mason and Ireland, right now.
Watch me.
She's one of the ambassadors for the Winter Olympics, which the opening ceremonies will be on tonight. Now, will you watch any of the opening ceremonies? The pageantry, the
Tonight.
flags, the teams, the March of Nations.
Interpretive dancing.
Interpretive dance.
Today is February 6th.
Correct.
So it is the birthday of Ronald Reagan, Babe Ruth, Tom Brokaw, Bob Marley, and Myrna Ireland, my mother. So I'm heading to Orange County to take my mom out to dinner for her birthday.
Yeah.
So
you mentioned Tom Brokaw. A friend of mine is an NBC years ago, NBC anchor, and he said Tom Brokaw paid $10 million a year for saying 24 of the 26 letters of the alphabet.
Right.
Tom Brokaw.
Well, that was
Gerald Ford.
That was the greatest line.
Followed by wolves.
That was a one of the greatest lines in a media column I ever wrote or I ever read. Our friend Tom Hothwarth, this is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Remember we used to work with the coach, John Quintera?
Coach John Quintera, yes.
So Tom wrote
he's still working, by the way.
Oh, good for John.
I think
John's a nice guy.
He's a
but
wonderful
Tom
guy.
didn't like him, and he wrote that, he goes, the coach has been brought in to explain X's and O's. It's the other 24 letters that he can't explain.
That is so damn
Which is
funny.
like the greatest line in a media
so
column
damn funny.
ever.
Hey, ESPN, proud to introduce The Handoff. It's a special 24-hour football event. We take you direct from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara to SoFi Stadium in L.A., home of Super Bowl 61. It's coming to ESPN, ABC, and the Walt Disney Company in February. The Handoff kicks off with SportsCenter and SVP after the game on Feb 8 on Sunday. All right.
All right, take a swing at explaining the ski jump story.
Okay. So, ski jumpers.
Now, if you've never seen this, basically a ski jumper is somebody that starts on a high perch, goes flying down a hill, and then back up and gets flown into the air, and they're going for distance.
Correct, going for distance. This is a better explanation.
Ski jumpers injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid, and why? German newspaper Bild has reported that jumpers are injecting themselves before being measured for their suits. So what is hyaluronic acid? It's not banned, but it can be used to increase penis circumference by 1 or 2 centimeters and lasts up to 18 months. According to FIS, the International Ski and Snowboard Association, this extra surface area could increase their flight in the air. Every extra centimeter on a suit counts. If your suit has a 5% bigger surface area, you fly further. The FIS ski jumping men's race director Sandro Bertile said. Meanwhile, the World Anti-Doping Agency Director General Olivier Nigli said he wasn't aware of the details of ski jumping and how that could improve performance. But they will investigate these claims if a complaint is made.
Okay, so if I inject my penis and I'm a ski jumper with this, what do you call it, acid?
Hydrochloric, not hydrochloric.
Hyaluronic.
Hyaluronic. Don't not
Okay.
hydrochloric acid.
It potentially could make me soar farther
Correct.
in the
because
air.
I think it's because you would have something to sort of cut through the air.
Well, it increases also circumference.
So, right, exactly.
This may be like just the most obvious thing ever said, but like things get invented all the time for one reason and then turn into something else. For example, all these companies were trying to come up with glue that would work in space.
Yes.
And they tried a whole bunch of different things, and it didn't work. But that was the birth of Post-it notes.
Yes.
I mean, diabetes medication that turned into this miracle weight loss drug.
Right.
So what I think is probably going to happen here, you guys tell me if I'm wrong, this story became popular because of ski jumping. But if there's no other side effects, aren't guys going to just use it
Well,
to
they
improve
could, sure.
sexual performance?
But I mean,
Improve circumference.
If
Right.
if it was a performance-enhancing drug, it would be easy to pick out those that are using it, would it not?
Well, not
Those
if you've never
suits are
been.
tight.
Oh, you're taking. I can see.
Not
You're taking it.
Wait a minute. No. But what if I've never met you?
You're just looking for a bulge.
Right. But I've never met you.
They all have bulges.
I meet you, and I notice, hey, that guy's got a lot going on down there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not it's natural or if you're shooting it up.
Yeah. So here's what I'll say about ski jumping. Ski jumping, I enjoy the ski jumping.
Do you buy this as somebody who has
100% buy
announced
it.
ski
100%
jumping?
buy it.
I have a question, too, before you go into that. Is the injection site direct? Or is it another part of the body that gets the injection and then it just happens
I
to
think
go
it's
there?
direct. I'm
They
just
get
going
an
to guess.
injection to the penis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can numb it like anything else. I mean,
Okay.
Then he has to get another injection to
Okay,
get the numb.
that concludes penis talk. So
no. What they would probably do,
The numbing cream.
right?
Yeah.
And then like a dentist, they
Yeah,
numb your
sure.
gums and then they shoot them up.
So creating wonderful images for you during your lunch this afternoon.
Yeah. Forgive us for bringing this up at all.
So ski jumping is a fascinating sport to follow and to cover. So one of the things you'll
Wasn't
notice,
this the chosen sport of Eddie the Eagle?
Eddie the Eagle, yeah.
Yeah.
So by the way, and there are countries with great traditions of ski, like
I'm guessing Italy, Sweden, Nordic countries, right?
Japan is a huge
Really?
ski jumping
Wow.
country. Yeah, if you're a ski jumper from Japan and you win, you get a parade.
Has
So-
there ever been a great American ski jumper?
I don't think it's our game. I don't think
I've
it's our
never-
game.
Can't think of one.
Not enough hydrochloric, whatever that
Yeah,
stuff
no,
is.
but-
So
I put hyaluronic acid on my face in the morning as like a serum.
okay,
I don't
And what is
inject
it supposed to do?
It's supposed to be like tightening.
Okay.
tightening.
Yeah.
Okay. So ski jumpers, if you look at the sport closely, I'm not sure when it is. Guys are very, very thin. Like unbelievable, like way too thin. Okay. And there is a lot of debate in ski jumping, guys, eating disorders and stuff like that. They are in incredibly baggy suits. So the idea is that these little skinny guys wear these big baggy suits, and when they get up into the air sort of inflates the suit and allows them to fly further.
Like a parachute.
So why aren't the suits illegal?
Yeah, I don't. And now you add this, and you get a little extra. I don't know circumference.
I mean, it's like
there you
basically
go.
Batman as a ski jumper with all his gadgets.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll outlaw it like when they outlawed those one swimsuits and that one Olympics, the
Yes.
ones that were the entire body ones. They broke all the world records in 2008, and then they took it back. And
Took
they're like,
it
you
back,
can't
yeah.
wear those ones anymore.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating. What sports do you watch for the Winter Olympics?
Downhill is my favorite.
Yep,
I love
downhill's
watching the
awesome.
hockey.
Yep.
Because it always comes down to the U.S. and Canada. Although I haven't seen the Netflix documentary on the 1980 U.S. Olympic
I
team.
haven't
Have
seen
you?
it yet either, no.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
The fact that we're using pros takes a little bit of shine.
I don't
off
know.
of-
After that Four Nations thing last year, I think it's actually kind of cool. I think it is going to come down to U.S. versus Canada, and that will be an
But
event.
like the Nordic countries are good, right? Like Sweden and Finland are good at
They are
hockey.
good. They are good. I still think it comes down to us and Canada. And I hope it does. That's great TV is what that is. The other sports, do you watch any of the figure skating? My mom, my God.
I haven't in years.
My mom and ice dancing. My mom loves the ice dancing, and I always say, Mom,
What's different between ice dancing and figure skating?
no jumps.
Okay.
So you don't see side by side.
They
axles
still have
and stuff
speed
like that.
skating in the Olympics.
Speed skating
right?
is
I like
still
that.
there. That is fun.
Bobsled's fun. Luge
I
is
love
fun.
luge and bobsled. Those are fun.
The SNL sketch about the was it bobsled or luge?
Oh
That
my
was
God,
funny.
that's one of the funniest sketches. You saw it. The sketch where
Jane or Jade?
Jane Wickline
Yeah.
didn't want to be a
But she just had the right
a
body for
loser,
it.
but she had the right body for it.
By the way,
you
Jane-
saw that sketch. It was there.
Wait, this past weekend?
Yeah.
Chloe Fineman was a skater.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That
Jane was the
By the way,
loser.
Jane Wickline, I saw her in person last Saturday, exceptionally tall.
Oh, really?
She's like 5'11", 6 feet tall.
You know who's
Yeah.
stealing the show over there now? That Ashley Padilla is
Yeah, she's very funny.
Funny.
They're definitely pushing her.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, she's in a lot of skits. There's some people that are having trouble. So when you went, did Keenan open the pre-show by singing "Give Me Some Lovin'"? Because they did that for about 20 years.
I saw Michael Che do the warm-up.
Yeah, he comes out and does it, and then
Keenan
comes out, and three of the girls are in the chorus.
And they're doing the background.
The night we were there last Saturday, Tommy Brennan and Veronica Sliakowska, or I think I may be leaving syllables out of her last name. Now they sing "Let's Go Crazy" by Prince, and they're good. They're fun.
By the way, Veronica, a great social media sketch person.
Oh, is she? What? Say her last name.
I don't know.
Slowikowski.
I think it's Slowikowska.
Slowikowska. Yeah.
But yeah,
doesn't roll off the tongue. But
And by the way, I think they're off for a while. I think they're off for the Olympics.
Yeah, they don't come back till February the 28th or something like
that.
Yeah,
so I got lucky to get the last show in before they left.
Everybody is off for the Olympics. That's the one thing about the Olympics. Nobody's premiering a show. Everybody takes their regular shows off the air. I will tell you that I'm working on a new show. All the guests want their shows to come back in March. Everybody's coming back. So they all want their podcast to run like March the 1st because the shows are coming back. Everything comes back in March, but everything shuts down during the Olympics. And obviously it's difficult to compete with the Olympics. They do well every 4 years, every 2 years. Now, what do you think of watching in a Peacock versus watching the package on NBC?
The only thing I don't like about watching things on Peacock, like I watch a lot of HBO Max.
Right.
I'm like, Emily got me into that show Industry.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been
you like it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It took me a while, but now I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm like season 2, episode 6.
Oh, perfect. You're really into it.
You're rolling.
But I don't like that you can't, with one button, go back to the other show.
Yeah, it is.
But that's
There's no back button.
Right. But I'll put up with Peacock to watch
But
stuff.
does it bother you that, for example, Sunday afternoon during the Super Bowl, the downhill competition will take place, and then we won't see it until after the Super Bowl?
Very hard to not find out the results.
Very difficult.
I mean, you can do it, but you basically have to cut off all your contact on social media sites. So, I'll manage it, but I'm not crazy.
I don't mind watching the stuff that I've read about. It's cool. It's spectacular stuff to watch. All right, coming up next for you, we are going to do prop bets for this. I got some interesting prop bets for the Super Bowl. We'll do those coming up next. In the meantime, quick PSA, guys. Forgetting Valentine's Day flowers is not the move. Trust me. That's why I go with Books Company every time. Books, and everybody in my life gets these, delivers modern bouquets fresh to her door. Plus, with my code ESPN, you get 25% off. So my mom gets the books, Juan's mom gets the books, Juan's stepmom gets the books. Everybody gets the books. Their flowers are cut fresh from the best farms in the world. You get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer, incredible flowers, and the best part, Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, if she says don't get me anything, that is code for Get Me Flowers. They score every time. Valentine's Day, Feb 14, right after the big game next week. Don't fumble this. Order right now. Go to Books.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. That is BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books. Promo code ESPN. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All gas. All Lakers.
Tomorrow night in Los Angeles, it's bright lights and a rivalry that never disappoints. The Lakers are home at Crypto.com Arena, and the Golden State Warriors are in town.
Reeves off the backboard, LeBron slam dunk.
Star power, big shots, big games. Lakers versus Warriors. Coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
In Los Angeles, it's not about closing deals. It's about opening partnerships. At ESPN LA, we're hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants. People who build relationships and create custom solutions powered by ESPN LA and the biggest teams in the city. This is where brands connect with fans who care. Competitive pay, full benefits, unlimited upside. Open your next partnership. Apply now at goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
From 30 for 30 Podcasts.
Brian Pata, senior defensive lineman from Miami, gunned down.
The key to this case, it's Brian.
An hour before he died, he was on the phone arguing with somebody.
This might be a hit.
You want the truth. They just want a conviction.
Being placed under arrest.
We had a killer amongst us.
Murder at the U, coming soon.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy.
Okay.
And if there's something wrong with me.
I like this. The answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
So we're allowed to totally screw up the clock on the Friday before the Super Bowl.
Sure,
right?
why not?
Yeah.
Screw the clock.
No one cares about the clock.
Yeah, no one cares.
Brian, screw the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, who's with me? The road.
That's one. That thing
This
I learned.
is one of my favorite
just get out
things.
Now.
Come on with me.
That was one of the things many things I learned from Howard Stern.
Yep.
Pay zero attention to the clock.
Absolutely.
It all works out in the end.
All right, the road to the Lombardi ends on Super Sunday. ESPN LA has got you covered wherever you're watching. Follow along live with Cappy, Morales, Bergman, and Lindsay during the Super Bowl on ESPNLA.com's YouTube channel, ESPN LA's YouTube channel. Get real-time reactions, commentary, and all the Super Sunday moments as they happen. Again, this is like a second window experience. Watch live on YouTube on the ESPN LA channel to be part of the action.
Screw the copy.
Screw the copy. They're going to be doing the show during the show.
Yeah, watch it.
Exactly.
Watch it if you can't make it.
Exactly. Come on, let's watch it. All right, so I got some prop bets that are interesting for this.
All right, lay them on me.
Okay. And these are weird ones.
They're real, though, right?
They're real.
Okay.
Will Chris Collinsworth mispronounce Nick Imanwari's last name?
Do you know that you're pronouncing it correctly?
No.
I would just spell that for me.
Emmanwori. Nick Imanwari is the way it reads.
I would bet big money that Chris will not cleanly pronounce that name.
That he will not.
Yeah, I don't even know
How
to
do you
pronounce
say
it.
that TT song?
Titi Me Pregunto?
All right.
Yeah, you got it. That's Bad Bunny's first song. Yeah, no, that's a heavy favorite. It's a heavy favorite that no, he will not mispronounce the name. Okay, how about this one? I love this one. Chris Collinsworth will say, now here's a guy. What are the odds that he says that? Now here's a guy.
98%.
Yeah, yes is a heavy
Yeah.
Now here's a guy. Will they mention the Mike versus Mike coaching situation? What do you think the favorite is? Yes or no?
No.
I say yes.
Brian?
I think yes, too.
It's no. It's no and a pretty heavy favorite. Minus 300 for no. Okay. Will Sam Darnold seeing ghosts be mentioned? Yes or no?
That's a tough one. I would lean yes.
I would lean no.
I think yes, and they're going to have a whole graphic package with it where he's,
Where there are ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heavy favorite is no. They will not. By the way, a lot of this stuff. Will first USC quarterback to start a Super Bowl be mentioned?
Probably not.
I
would
think
lean
no.
no.
I think yes on this one.
It's the no is a slight favorite. Who will be mentioned first, Bill Belichick or Pete Carroll?
Belichick.
I think Pete Carroll with that replay of the end
That's
zone.
what I think. I think it's going to be Pete Carroll showing the slant with Malcolm Butler and the interception.
I would say Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick. What will be said first? Beast mode or beast quake?
I've never heard beast quake.
That was that one play against the Saints in that wild card game.
Beast mode is the play that they is what they would reference if they reference the 2-yard interception. So I'll go beast mode.
Beast mode is the favorite.
Yeah,
beast mode is the favorite. Will they mention that Drake May is married to his middle school girlfriend?
Ugh.
I would go no.
No.
I would
I
go
think yes.
I would go yes too. That's kind of the
And did you know that she
stuff they
bakes?
love.
Haha.
What's that?
Did you know that she bakes? Bake May. Bake May.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just mentioned all the time. I'm tired
Yeah,
of it.
will they mention Ann Michael May's baking? You think no?
I think yes, and I'm going to roll my eyes.
Yes. That's a big eye roll.
Will Emily roll her eyes? Yes.
Yes. I think one of the coolest things is that Mike Tirico is going to be at the Super Bowl, and then we'll get on a plane and fly to Milan where he will anchor the rest of the Olympics.
Yeah, I saw him in New York, and he was genuinely excited about it. He's going to be the most visible person in America for about a week and a half.
Yeah, without question. Hopefully he doesn't get the pink eye like Bob did that one year. Remember that?
Not the pink eye.
The pink eye? Do you
Well,
remember
there's
that?
certain ways to avoid that.
Ireland, you remember that when Bob got the pink eye doing the Olympics?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought he should have handed it off to somebody else.
Or an eye patch. He needed an eye patch.
Ooh, the eye
That was
patch
too
would have been a big hit.
Arg.
By
Bob
the way,
Costas, arg.
had he worn an eye patch, it would have been the #1 Halloween costume the following year, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm going as Bob Costas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Exactly.
All right, coming up next for you, there's this interesting John McEnroe thing.
I like the story, yeah.
We'll do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Hey, what are you driving these days, Ireland?
Well, the Lakers and Toyota are celebrating 50 years of their legendary partnership. They started working together in 1976. As part of that partnership, Toyota has a sale going on right now, and everything's on sale. The cars, the trucks, the SUVs. You want a Tacoma, you want a Tundra, a RAV4, a 4Runner, a Camry, a Corolla, all of them on sale. Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. You can explore their full lineup of vehicles, compare features side by side, search available inventory. You can find the best local offers. Everything you need, just a few clicks away at Toyota.com. So go check that out. Of course, you're always welcome to go into any Southern California Toyota dealer. If you want to sit in the car, drive it, feel it, see it. But start at Toyota.com. It'll save you a lot of time when you get to the dealership. It's all part of 50 years of teamwork, innovation, and going places together. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver.
Sports, life, zero filter, and absolutely no shame.
You know what that means, Jorge?
What does it mean?
It means that you need to be more open to receiving. I have the same problem, and I hear this all the time. I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver.
It's called people pleasing.
By the way, I am too these days. So I'm always being reminded, Jorge, that you need to be open to receiving. And I'm generally not open to receiving. I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver. And I need to receive more. I need to be open to receiving. I'm wide open, Coach. Throw me the ball. I'm open for receiving.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, everybody, it's Cappy here, and I want to talk about Prize Picks because the big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than on Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right, and most recently, I've been right a lot. So make sure you're following me on Prize Picks. Now, this week, Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game live in the app right now. Drake May needs just one passing yard for the max discount to win. So then you take Drake May, you put him together with another player into your lineup, and if your pick hits, you can cash in, but you're halfway home. And Prize Picks is so simple to play. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and if you get your picks right, you'll cash in. I also want to remind you very briefly, don't forget, keep an eye because you could score early. I was going to win $80. They offered me $67 for an early payout. I took the money and I ran. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups. Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible. Overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
And it is Mason and Ireland on this Super Friday, the biggest show on the radio. And we want to take a moment to shout out the official personal injury attorney of the Mason and Ireland show, the great Jacob Emrani. For the second consecutive year, the law offices of Jacob Emrani excited to announce the return of its Super Bowl campaign to fight food insecurity in Los Angeles. In partnership with the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank, Jacob Emrani will be donating 60 meals for every single point scored during the championship game in honor of the 60th Super Bowl. Way to go, Jacob. Always taking care of the community and giving back. We love you, Jacob. Thank you for your support of Los Angeles and, of course, your support of the biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers. Mason and Ireland keeps rolling on this Super Friday on ESPN LA.
And by the way, that's the second year running that Jacob Emrani has provided meals to the LA Food Bank. A terrific way to do it. Jacob Emrani donating 60 meals for every single point during Sunday's game in honor of big game number 60. All right, I actually pulled up, John. We were talking about, I got a bunch of stuff here, talking about Gatorade colors.
Right. You're going blue, I'm going green.
Correct. Now, I've got the records for the last 25 years.
All right, what's the most popular color?
The most popular color is orange.
Okay, so neither one of us.
Number two, actually, and then there are four of them tied with 4 times each.
Okay.
Purple, clear, yellow, blue.
Okay.
4 times there was none. There's never been green Gatorade, according to this breakdown.
Well, maybe this
year
will be the first.
25
the reason
years.
I thought of it is that neon green is kind of the Seahawks thing.
It is.
I feel like this is the Gatorade color is the most easy to manipulate of every prop bet. Because you know that's one manager's job to put that into the bucket.
Right.
And so that guy
you
isn't
get
getting
to that
paid.
guy and you can,
He's not getting paid millions of dollars. He's getting paid $80,000 a year maybe. And he could say, hey, here's the color of the drink. Go bet on it. Give me the money.
Now, I also think the national anthem is easy to rig. Length of national anthem, because I'm sure Charlie Puth has rehearsed this a bunch of times, and somebody knows exactly how quickly or how slowly he performs
I know who does. Greg Bergman. He's the biggest Charlie Puth fan.
He's a Puth head.
Puth 710.
Puth head.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. Well, we got a couple minutes here.
Sure.
This very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned it earlier. Ben Rortvedt has been picked up by the Dodgers, but to make room for him, they DFA'd, designated for assignment, Anthony Banda. Banda had a 3.1 ERA and 119 appearances over the last 2 seasons. That's a lot.
A lot. Valuable in the postseason. Big in the postseason.
Yeah, the Dodgers already have a lot of left-handed relief depth. Alex Vesia, Tanner Scott, Jack Dreyer, and Justin Robleski are already on the pitching staff. I'm still surprised they cut Banda loose. They actually added another lefty, a prospect named Ronan Kopp.
Okay.
At the very beginning of this offseason. But are you surprised that they just kind of swept Bonda out the door without any fanfare?
I was just looking at this. If you look at Bonda, he's only 32. Over his last 119 games, he's 8-3 with a 3.14 ERA over the last 2 seasons. I'm very surprised. Now, I do think the Dodgers have some depth in the bullpen now, and I anticipate a much better year from Tanner Scott, who's left-handed.
All right, couple of options here. This is according to an article in the New York Post.
Okay.
The team, the Dodgers, had considered Bonda as a potential trade piece this winter, and now they have a week to find a trade partner because they've put him up, they've designated him for assignment. So if somebody wanted to trade for him, they might get something. That's what they did last year with Ryan Brazier when he was DFA'd, and then they eventually put him on waivers. They could also try holding on to Bonda, who is signed to a $1.6 million contract this season, and attempt to sneak him through waivers as they did with Rortvet.
Somebody's getting him.
But it's doubtful he would go unclaimed.
Yeah.
Leaving his chances of remaining with the team slim as spring training approaches. You know, spring training is later this month. Pitchers and catchers report. So the Dodgers are up and running sooner than we think. Now, I just find Bonda to be kind of a valuable member of these last 2 championship teams, and now they just kind of said, see ya.
For a third catcher, because they still have Dalton Rushing. Maybe Dalton Rushing turns into a trade, and you have Will Smith. So obviously Will Smith is going to get the majority of starts at catcher. You give him some rest by either having Rortvet or Rushing come in, but then, you know, maybe Rortvet is a trade piece, maybe Rushing is a trade piece.
Does it bother you, or is this maybe the reason that in the World Series, Bonda through 3 innings gave up 6 earned runs, 2 home runs, 12.80 ERA, actually 18 ERA.
Yeah, probably didn't help.
And he was nearly out of the league before that good run in that first World Series run or most recent World Series run. So it's one of those things. He's probably volatile, and maybe they realize that he's not up to the standards of the Dodgers.
Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, given a choice between Jack Dreyer and Anthony Bonda, I probably would have gone Bonda over Dreyer. I think. Which would you have gone with, Brian?
Well, Dreyer's an innings eater, though, right?
Well, he's lefty, late game lefty. You think? Bonda or Dreyer?
Bonda.
Yeah, I'd go with Bonda, too. That's interesting. Interesting move. I'm glad Ben Rortvet is back.
Yeah, I liked him.
Yeah. Can I buy a vowel? Ben Rortvet. John, you came up with this John McEnroe story, which I think is really interesting.
Okay, so here's the background. John McEnroe was at the Australian Open, and he worked down there for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And he was flying home. And so McEnroe is at his plane lands. He's at, and this is all on video. I was going to play it for you, but it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
A fan starts walking. So picture McEnroe walking through an airport.
Right.
A fan starts walking in front of him and says, hey, John, with his phone out, and says, hey, John, can I take a picture with you? And McEnroe goes, no, thanks, man. I'm in a hurry. And McEnroe just keeps walking. So this guy stays in front of him and tries to basically force a photo with McEnroe, but he won't drop it. Like, he keeps shooting. I don't know if he's shooting pictures or video, but it goes on for a couple of minutes. And McEnroe says, hey, man, stop.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. And the guy won't stop. So McEnroe says, stop this. Are you kidding me? What is this? Here's my question. Who looks worse here, the fan or McEnroe?
It's so easy to do a selfie.
So you think McEnroe?
Yeah. I mean, the fan is
and by
super
the way, this
weird.
Is all on video.
Yeah, the fan is super weird, right? I mean, I'm going to sneak in front of him. I'm going to take a sneaky pic, whatever that is. But why not just take a picture? Take a second, take a picture. I mean, it's an easy thing to do.
To me, I think the fan came off as obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Em?
I think the fan wanted a reaction because of all people in the world, they're going to get a reaction out of it's going to be John McEnroe. So I think the fan got what he wanted, which was an angry reaction out of him, which then goes viral. So I think the fan looks bad because he just looks like a asshole.
Brian, who looks worse?
Yeah, the fan. As soon as he said no, I get you want the picture, but maybe just take a picture of him off to the side. You don't need a phone in his face. It's just too much.
All right, so tell me if you think this is me and how I've handled this a couple times, because it happened to Michael the other day when we were in Brooklyn. A fan would walk up to me and go, hey, Mike Trudell, can I get a picture? And I turn around and go, no, and I keep walking.
Oh, like they think you're Mike Trudell?
Yeah.
That's great.
So
that's funny.
Michael, the other day, this guy walks up to me and goes, Mr. Cooper, can I get a picture? He thought Michael was Michael Cooper. And I turn around, because Michael's doing what I do. He's not giving him the time of day. I turn around, I go, that's not Michael Cooper. And I just keep walking.
Right.
And the guy goes, oh, I thought it was. And he just went away. Now, is that mean or is that okay, how we handled it?
No, it's all right. I don't think
it's
mean.
I think it's fine. I don't think that's mean necessarily.
Because I would have to say, that's not Michael Cooper, it's Michael Thompson. Because then the guy would go, Michael Thompson.
Right.
So we kind of got out of
it. Who did someone confuse Michael for when
RuPaul?
No, I thought it was. I thought it was like she posted that it was Kareem or something like that.
Oh, that Michael would take that as a huge
compliment. I think that was over the holidays when that Megan the Stallion stuff was going out.
I've got a friend who does sneak pictures where they happen to be if
they're around somebody famous, they sneak it in.
They see somebody famous, and they're not trying to get in a picture with them. They just take like a sneaky picture.
Rude, I think.
Of here's look,
imagine
I got
that
a
person.
Picture, this person sent me a picture of Demi Moore, like from the side, because they saw him in a bar or restaurant or something. Took the sneak picture and then is sending it out to people. Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously, what's wrong with you?
Imagine being Demi Moore.
Yeah.
And imagining that everybody around you is just sneaking a pic.
Just sneak a pic. Sneak a pic.
If you didn't have the pic, nobody would believe that you saw her.
That is true.
There it is.
Although the easiest thing in the world is to just say sure.
Yeah, but matter of fact,
takes a
lot of
literally
times,
takes
the way
a
I
second.
evaluate situations like that is what gets me up and moving quicker. And but there are famous people. I think Jerry Seinfeld is like this. Maybe Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston is like this.
If you ask them for a picture, they'll say, I really don't do that, but I'd have a conversation with you.
No. What Brian does is he doesn't want to sign anything.
Okay.
Because what happens
is
it
ends up on eBay.
Brian signs a Breaking Bad poster, and the next thing you know, somebody's selling it. In Brian's case, he wants you to take a selfie. Like, I'll take a selfie with you, but I'm not going to sign anything.
Right.
Which is another way to approach it.
Because he doesn't want you to monetize his NIL.
Like these people that wait outside the JW, and they're like, I've got 100, Luke Robitaille cards or whoever cards, and I'm going to sell them immediately.
Did you guys hear when Michael got caught by TMZ last week?
No.
In New York? Did you play it?
No.
Oh, I'll get it for you during the break.
Yeah, get it. I did not know.
He handled himself very well.
Did he?
I was very proud of him. Yeah,
okay.
I'll play it for you coming up.
Cool. We'll do that coming up. Plus, we got Fast Track coming at you. In the meantime, I am telling you, if you have not been to Cosm yet, go and thank me later. It is a mind-blowing experience. So you can watch the big game there in shared reality at Cosm. And if you want tickets, again, this is for this Sunday, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Excuse me. So in the Dome, you have these massive wraparound displays, reserved seating, watch the game from inside the Dome, and you will feel like you're actually there. Then in the hall, if you walk in the hall, there's like wall-to-wall screens. You can watch every single game all at once, cheering on your teams with fellow fans. Huge selection of games. You want football, big game on Sunday. You want NBA, you like Premier League soccer, UFC, cinema experiences like The Matrix, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Cirque du Soleil. Incredible. Go check out Cosm. Website to either look at upcoming events or to get your tickets, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The home of the Lakers. And now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Afternoons on ESPN LA with DeMarco and Travis.
Seattle is a pain in the you-know-what, and good luck in Levi's.
The Rams season is officially over, which means DeMarco's going through it.
Either way, here's the petty side of me. Somebody else is going to win a Super Bowl in the 49ers home stadium.
That's right.
Which makes me happy.
Do you care who wins? Do you prefer the Pats winning over the Seahawks, or do you want...
I'm still trying to decide, man.
No, I'm petty, man. Let's go Patriots.
How many do the Seahawks have? They have one or two, but I cannot and will not ever root for the Patriots. I won't root for anything
So
Boston.
are you rooting for, like, the game to get canceled? That's what you're rooting for?
No, I like Mason's
No,
idea.
we're doing Benito Bowl.
There you go. I'll root for...
Bad Bunny.
For Bad Bunny. How about that?
Malo, let's go.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Weekdays at 3 on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Valentine's Day is near. Or is that a meat lover's pie from Good Times Pizza Company I smell? I'm in love. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Did I mention Valentine's Day and the dining? Book your romantic dinner at Cielo today.
Number 2.
Rick Ross, live, March 20th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz, the biggest indoor tailgate in SoCal. Food, drinks, giveaways, the big game on big screens in our ballroom.
Morongo, good times.
DraftKings Sportsbook is making every snap, every drive, every moment of Super Bowl 60 count with DraftKings Live Millions. Open the app, opt in, and get your promo token. Place a live bet of $1 or more on the Super Bowl, and you're in. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FNH. That's code FNH. Bet live for your share of $5 million in prizes with code FNH. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Minimum odds minus 500. Prizes either bonus bets or single-use 20% profit boost. Max bet $20 that expire in 30 days. See official rules at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos for entry period and free method of entry. Sponsored by Crown Gaming, Inc.
The big game is here, and now you can trade football in all 50 states on Kalshi. New England is currently trading at 34% to beat Seattle. That means a $100 trade pays out $303 with a win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the odds change, you can buy in and out of your position all game long. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code BIGGAME to get $10 when you trade 100. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Talk about stepping up! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plane manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, Em.
All right, so, Em, before I cut you off there, but do we want to play this TMZ for Michael before you, or you want to do your read first?
Let's do it after mine and Brian's Fast Track.
Okay.
We'll definitely get to the Michael TMZ thing because it's fantastic.
Cool.
I definitely think they thought it was RuPaul. But anyway, ESPN is proud to introduce The Handoff, a special 24-hour football event. We take you direct from Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, the home of Super Bowl 61, coming to ESPN, ABC, and the Walt Disney Company in February 2027. The Handoff kicks off with SportsCenter and SVP February 8th. So Diana Rossini was on the Stugatz podcast, or radio show, I can't remember what it is. But anyway, she was talking about her very New Jersey Italian mother giving her marriage advice, I guess.
Is Diana married?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So here is Diana talking about her mother and her husband.
You know who lets me know my marriage is falling apart? My mom. So that's good.
Oh, does she?
Oh, yeah.
Really? What did she say?
Walk over here.
What did she say to you?
This is real. Are we doing this right now?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, please do it.
So I said, hey, thank you so much. Kev told me that you stopped by the house. You did oh, yeah. He looks good. He looks really good. I go, yeah. I was like, he doesn't seem as stressed this year. She's like, you know what? I'm starting to think he's got a girlfriend. And you know what? Good for him.
What?
He looks good. He's successful. His wife's never around. You love this football thing. That's why he looks good. I don't fight with her. I went right back out. I go, why would you say that to me right now while I'm on a trip?
Right.
That my husband has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And just keeping you on your toes, you know? I don't need to be kept on my toes.
Is this overstepping?
No. I love Diana Rossini, and by the way, that is a moment of honesty that very few people would be comfortable giving you. But how great was that?
Yeah. That
was really good.
Now, did Myrna, happy birthday, Myrna, ever give you like dating feedback, dating advice?
So you'll appreciate this story. When Lisa and I were dating, the first time they met Lisa was at a restaurant. And the next day, I called my mom to find out, kind of what she thought.
Yep.
And so my mom picks up the phone. I go, hey. I go, well, so what did you think? And she goes, she's very nice, and your father thinks she's very pretty. I go, you don't think that? She goes, no, I do too, but he really thinks that. And I'm like, where is she going with this? And all of a sudden, he couldn't help himself. My dad had picked up the extension because he wanted to hear the conversation.
Right.
Didn't tell me he was there. Just blurts out, too good looking for you.
Ah, that's funny.
Gonna break your heart. Break up with her. I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah, I mean, parents are like that.
Yeah, so I always got the after advice. Like after a relationship,
like a breakup?
After a relationship would end, my mom would say something like, "Oh, thank God he was so boring." It's like, why didn't you tell me what was going on?
Because I'll tell you why she didn't tell you. Because then it would put you in an awkward position of having to choose sides. Let's say not that she would, but let's say she says that about Juan.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're really into Juan. You like him. Yep. He's been your partner forever. And your mom says, never really liked him. She can't tell you when it's going on.
My mom loves Juan, I think, more than she actually loves me. She is a big Juan fan.
By the way, any argument I've ever had with Lisa, we've been together for 30 years. My parents always take her side.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yep. My parents love my sister's fiance.
Do they?
Yeah, they love it.
More than your sister? Because that's the case with me.
I think my sister gets on my mom's nerves a little bit, but
right. Yeah. Now, what do you think of your sister's fiance? Don't like him as much as your mom does, but you like him?
Yeah, I like Daniel. I'm excited for their marriage. They're going to be a great couple.
Okay.
That sounds
Brian,
diplomatic.
did your parents ever weigh in on Allison, good, bad, or indifferent?
I mean, in a good way, yeah. They seem to love her. So, similar to Mason's, though, my first girlfriend, after the fact, they're kind of like,
Yeah,
I told her that before.
we were relieved that one.
Wait, by the way, that's going on all over the world. Like, your best friend or your brother or your sister is dating somebody and you don't like him and you can't say a word.
Say anything. You cannot say anything. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, I got a follow-up to a story I had earlier this year about the World Baseball Classic, or this week, sorry, about the insurance issues and all that stuff. So yesterday,
like Miguel Rojas can't play because of insurance. Right? Yeah.
Some other big names, Lindor. USA's biggest name that wasn't insured, Mike Trout. So Mike Trout left off the roster. He was the face of the roster the last time that they played.
Right.
And there's Lindor also. I know Javi Baez was left off. Apparently he got insurance, but was suspended because of the weed in 2013 or 2023.
That's no reason to keep him out.
Right.
Man.
Come on. But they are saying that this is the best USA roster that they've ever had.
The team looks incredible.
The team is loaded. I know Skeens, Skubal, and Aaron Judge did a sit-down interview yesterday kind of talking about this is once in a lifetime. They're so excited to play. Let me just give you the starting USA roster here real quick that they're saying the best one ever. So it's Buxton center, Judge and right, Corbin Carroll and left. The infield, Bregman, Bobby Witt, Gunnar Henderson, Bryce Harper, Cal Raleigh. And then Schwarber is going to be the DH. And this is where they really take off compared to the last team they had. Really no aces. This year they're going to be rolling out Skeen, Skubal, Logan Wegg, Joe Ryan, and Matthew Boyd. So all All-Stars.
Yep.
Who won?
Cy Young winners.
Japan won
Japan won last time.
Kershaw's out there.
Right, that's the bullpen.
Oh,
but yeah.
plus Kershaw.
But Kershaw has already said, if I need to pitch in important
And
high
Will
leverage
Smith,
moments,
too,
our
we're
team
all in
sucks.
trouble. Yeah. When's the World Baseball Classic start? I love the World Baseball
Early
Classic.
March, right?
Yes, I
Early
believe it's
March.
the first week of March.
So we roll a
So you basically bail out of spring training, everybody goes to the World Baseball Classic, and you come back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm excited for that.
All
That'll be
these
great.
guys are already at spring training. Like Shohei, I know, is already there getting ready for everybody that's
Yeah,
participating.
he's not
is
going
there
to pitch,
early.
which I found interesting. Not going to pitch in the World Baseball Classic.
Okay, cool. Before we do the Michael Thompson, I just want to give you highlights of the day. Olympic opening ceremonies are going on tonight. Lindsey Vonn, successful training run today. Matthew Stafford won MVP last night and announced he's coming back. The Rams have hired Cliff Kingsbury to join their offensive
Love
staff.
that.
Dodgers DFA'd Anthony Bonda and have brought back Ben Rortvedt. Those are the big highlights for the day.
All right, so
missed them.
for people that are that don't know the world of paparazzi, the way this works is there are what we call stringers all over the world. And these are people that carry cameras or camera phones with them, try and get a famous person on video saying something, and then they can sell it to a website. Most
likely TMZ.
TMZ
right?
is the first call they make because TMZ pays well and they need content.
Right.
So last week, these guys were camped, because we're the Lakers, they're camped out at every exit at some of these fancy hotels. I have no idea how they find out where we're staying, but they always do. So Michael, there's a CVS across the street from our hotel in D.C. Michael walks over to the CVS, and he's coming, and these guys are all camped out hoping to get LeBron and Luka. Instead, they got Michael, and they were trying to get him to say something controversial, and I think he totally handled this perfectly.
Okay.
Here was Michael, and TMZ did buy it, and they aired it. Here is Michael on TMZ last week.
Michael, Michael, have you met Megan Thee Stallion yet?
Yeah.
How is she?
Very nice lady. She can cook for us.
She can cook. Okay, what's one of her great dishes?
The other night she made some baked beans. Barbecue baked beans, best I've ever had in my life. She made a brisket the other night with some special sauce that she cooked up.
Oh, she really throws down.
She can open up a cooking school. She could be a chef. She is one of the best
Stewart
cooks.
style?
Nobody could ever cook as good as my mother. Because that's how mothers are, right?
Right.
Man, Megan is a chef. She's talented.
Okay. Any time do you think it's going to be the red ring coming out at some point?
I don't know. It's up to them. You got to ask them that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be a great daughter-in-law?
Oh, yeah, man. She's a really nice girl.
Okay,
really
so you ready then?
Very, very smart lady.
Okay, you're loving the relationship right now,
yeah,
too.
definitely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, man.
That's totally handled well.
Right. Like there was a whole bunch of landmines there, and he didn't step on any of them.
Yep.
I thought that was really, really well done.
Yeah, I would like. He should bring Megan Thee in.
Dallas is here next Thursday.
Megan Thee would be cool to have her.
I'll ask him. Yeah.
Dallas is here
Thursday. And last time they came, Megan and Julie, Michael's wife, sat together and watched the game together.
Megan Thee Stallion on
now,
the
Megan
Mason and Ireland
Megan
show.
and Clay bought a big house together in Dallas, so I don't know if she'll be on the trip, but if she is, we can ask.
Right. Okay,
yeah, why not?
Good. We want the big names, Em.
I would love it.
Megan Thee. All right, coming up next for you, more Fast Track. In the meantime, John, tell me about all those Anders.
National University. By the way, National University is all going to be at the game tomorrow. They're bringing all their people in. Is veteran-focused, veteran-founded, born and built right here in Southern California. NU has more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. Mace mentioned the word Ander. They specialize in people that have a lot going on in their lives. In other words, you might have a job, and you might have a family, and you might want to get a degree. They get it. They make it achievable with 4 and 8 week online courses, a great transfer credit policy, millions handed out in scholarships last year alone. Plus, they give you whole team support, professors, advisors, and resources to keep you on track so you can finish strong. If you've always wanted to get a degree, and for whatever reason you never did it, it's not too late. Everything I'm talking about, you can get answers to on their website, nu.edu. nu.edu. They're an official sponsor of the Lakers, an official sponsor of ESPN LA, and most of all, these guys get it. National University, check them out today, nu.edu.
It It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
Join ESPN LA at Yamava Resort and Casino for Super Sunday and the Monday after. Party with me, Cappy, Morales, and Bergman at the pool deck for our Super Sunday watch party featuring massive screens, nonstop energy, and a legendary guest, quarterback Jim McMahon. We'll be broadcasting the Monday after, live from the resort, celebrating an unforgettable finish to the football season. Super Sunday, the Monday after, one epic weekend. Be there this Sunday at Yamava Resort and Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for more information and to secure your tickets. You in?
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
In Los Angeles, business is personal. It's built on trust, shared goals, and showing up where fans live and listen. At ESPN LA, we don't just close business, we open partnerships. We are hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants, local experts who know how to connect brands through ESPN LA's talent, digital platforms, events, and the power of Lakers, USC, Rams, Kings, Angels, and LAFC play-by-play. This role is about listening first, creating custom solutions, and building long-term relationships with businesses across one of the most iconic sports markets in the world. If you are driven, collaborative, and ready to represent the best brands in sports, this is your opportunity. Competitive pay, full benefits, real growth. Open your next partnership with ESPN LA. Apply today at goodkarmabrands.com/careers. goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
Vroom, vroom, man.
Before I get to my Fast Track, don't forget the Road to Lombardi continues at Yamava, and Super Sunday is taking over the pool deck. Join Cappy, Morales, Bergman, and producer Lindsay at Yamava Resort and Casino for a full-blown Super Sunday watch party. Doors open at 1 p.m. and kickoff is at 3:30, so get there early and soak in the energy before the game even starts. Lock in your spot now at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com. And join us at the Yamava pool deck. You in?
You in?
Sure, why not?
It was announced today that there's going to be a Lance Armstrong movie from the director who did Conclave. He's a fantastic director. His name's Edward Berger. Lance Armstrong is going to be played by Austin Butler, who might still have a southern accent for some reason from Elvis. But he's also been in Dune, Caught Stealing other movies. He's played some physical roles. Okay. And the writer is also from King Richard. I'm excited for this movie. I think Butler's going to be fantastic in it, but is he the right choice for Lance Armstrong?
Who I think he's almost perfect.
I think he's kind of right
he's
on
34, which is exactly the age you want.
He's fit. He can be fit.
He's a little bigger than Lance. He's taller, a little more imposing, but you can cover that up on film.
Yeah.
I have zero issues with big.
I think it's
and
good.
By the way, I think the movie will be great. I've always been fascinated by Lance. He basically, and I don't know how they're going to explore this in the movie, but I'll be interested to see how they do it. He found himself in a sport where everybody was cheating.
Yep.
And he said, okay, I'm going to be better at this than all those guys. And so what he did at its core was he cheated better than everyone else in the sport.
Absolutely.
And won, 7 different Tour de France's. And then he just, it's the old George Costanza. It's not a lie if you believe it.
Yeah.
He married himself to that story, refused to give an inch, and then it all came tumbling down. I'm fascinated to see how they explore.
Me too.
Do you think he'll come out? Do you think he'll come out as a anti-hero, as a jerk, as somebody who should be celebrated? I don't know.
Well, my first question is Lance Armstrong involved in the making of the movie? Because
I hope he's not.
If he is, we're going to get a very sanitized version of it.
He does not. The life rights were sold. So the person who's making the movie is not Lance Armstrong.
So
it's somebody who bought the life rights from Lance to do with it what they wish.
When you give your life rights, are you giving only the parts that you want, or are you giving everything that happened?
I don't know the details, but I think it's everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think once you give that up there, then you can't complain about what they do with it.
Because there was a bad movie made in 2015 about Lance Armstrong, but they didn't have the life rights, and so it wasn't really seen very much, and it didn't get much pub, and it wasn't very good. So this, I think, has the ability to do anything they want with it because of the life.
And it has a director who is Edward Berger, did All Quiet on the Western Front, which is incredible. He did Conclave this past year, which is really good. So, this is a big-time director involved in this project.
Brian?
Fast track.
All right, guys. So, last couple years, been enjoying the Super Bowl on my own. Just at the home, watching it.
Sure.
First time in a few years going to a Super Bowl party.
Nice.
So,
invite Mason. He needs one.
I need a
Super Bowl
Super
down
Bowl
to San
party.
Diego. I don't know if you want to make that.
Probably
haul,
not there, but yeah.
But that's my question. I used to not like it because I want to actually enjoy the game.
Yeah, but do you care
everything.
about this game?
Not necessarily. That's also part of the reason where it's let's go
to
do
the
the party. Yeah. You guys fans of that?
I'm fans of it if you don't care about the game and who wins. If your Chargers were in it, I would say
I'd
don't
be
go.
at home. Right.
Or you'd be at the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I would love to go to a Super Bowl party. I've not invited to a good Super Bowl party in a few years. I don't think people do it as much as they used to.
I would have had one had the Rams been in it. I think at the Rams been in it, you would have gone to the game.
Yeah.
I think the last time I had a Super Bowl party, you went to the game, and so you couldn't go.
Or 2018.
Whenever the Rams were in it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a rooting interest, why not go to a party?
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I'm in a weird spot this year. It just happened to be in the middle of a massive amount of work for me. So Lisa wanted me to go to a party with her, and I'm going to have to work during the game. So here's my weekend. I've got Lakers Warriors Saturday night. Sunday's the Super Bowl, but I've got Lakers Thunder Monday. First thing Monday morning, I'm recording season 2 of Running Point.
Oh, nice.
So I'm literally I'm leaving my house at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm not coming back till after the Laker Thunder game. And then Tuesday is Lakers Spurs, Wemby in town. So I'm not going to drink.
Games.
I'm going to work. I'm just going to. But Brian, if I'm you and I don't have a vested interest, go. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Is Allison going with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing for the Super Bowl party?
What?
And I'm getting this tomorrow. I am christening a new couch. I bought.
Like it.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
this is my first non-pre-owned couch.
Very exciting.
Oh, it's non-pre-owned. Good. So
Not
you have
Did you get a good
couch.
deal?
fresh new couch.
Yeah, I got it from Costco. You wouldn't know, Mace. You wouldn't know Costco.
I've
but,
never been.
The question is, when you bought the couch, were you able to get out of Costco without buying anything else?
I bought it online, so
There
I
you
didn't
go.
have to do
Okay,
that. But
smart.
It's a big girl purchase, so I'm excited to break in my new couch.
All right. New couch. That's exciting.
All right,
You know what's exciting? Kevin Demoff is coming on next.
Yeah.
We'll kind of wrap up the Rams season, look ahead to the Super Bowl. Of course,
And-
last night, big news. Matthew Stafford wins the MVP and announces, I'm coming back.
Yeah, and also, Kevin is like the prototypical model for a modern day sports executive in that he doesn't just run the Rams.
Yeah, no.
He's the head of Kroenke Sports. So he runs the Rams, he runs the Nuggets, he runs the Avalanche. I think they have a Premier League soccer team. So we can talk to Kevin about all that too.
All right. That's coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, ZipRecruiter can help you find qualified candidates fast for any job opening you have. So if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter because right now you can use it for free at ZipRecruiter.com. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, who's a great guy, said, we don't leave anything to chance. And here's what he's talking about. ZipRecruiter uses matching technology. It's an algorithm to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So stop messing around and use ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
I was a Bad Bunny fan when he started, and he actually came out with Shakira at the halftime when Shakira did it with J-Lo. So
Did you say Shakira?
Yes, Shakira.
Slow it down for the uninitiated. Thank you.
Shakira. She's gorgeous.
Hips don't lie. No.
She's gorgeous.
Huge fan. Hips don't lie.
She is gorgeous.
Huge fan.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Valentine's Day is near, or is that a meat lover's pie from Good Times Pizza Company I smell? I'm in love. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Did I mention Valentine's Day and the dining? Book your romantic dinner at Cielo today.
Number 2.
Rick Ross, live, March 20th.
And the number 1 reason.
The Big Game Blitz, the biggest indoor tailgate in SoCal. Food, drinks, giveaways, the big game on big screens in our ballroom.
Morongo, good times.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Watching a Lakers game is so much more than just a game. It's the moments before tip-off, the people you're with, and the food you're sharing. That's why I love BBGO. Their food is bold and packed with flavor, so comforting and easy to share. Bowls for a quick meal, dumplings and fried rice for everyone at the table. Vibe on a wave of Korean food and culture with BBGO. Look for BBGO at your local grocery store, in the Asian and freezer aisles. BBGO for it, and bring something different to the table.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Talk about stepping up.
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Hi, this is Devontae Adams of your LA Rams. The biggest show on the radio, this is Mason in Ireland. LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN. Listen to every Rams game on the all-new ESPN LA app.
All right, so close. So close this year. The Rams got right to the NFC Championship game, and I thought for sure we were winning and going to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, didn't quite get there. Kevin Demoff joins us right now, who runs Cronky Sports. Hey, Kev, what's going on, man?
Just trying to manage through San Francisco while being really sad and unhappy. So it's a unique Super Bowl for that, for sure.
Right. So, Kevin, talk about that for a second. By all accounts, like, I can step away from it on the outside because I don't work for the Rams and say, by almost any measure, you had a tremendously successful season. Matthew Stafford won the MVP last night. You guys were in every game. If I was a Lakers season ticket holder like Mason, I would have been very happy with the ride the Rams took me on. But I'm not you, and you judge yourself by championships. So in your mind, was this a successful season?
I think it's a successful season, right? You have to be able to take a step back when 1 out of 32 goes home happy. If you're in the Final Four, obviously a great achievement for Matthew, number one scoring offense, a ton of growth. But the hard part is you fell short. Your dream was to make the Super Bowl. I think we had a chance at a team that could credibly get there. And, 6 losses by 15 points. We just had a couple of games where we didn't finish it off. But I'm sure, as a month we turn into free agency and the start of the new league year in the draft, we'll look back on 2025 and feel good about it. But right now it hurts. And, knowing you were that close, 4th and 4 away from potentially going to the Super Bowl, that one's going to sting for a long time. And I think, as Sean said, it's the loss that's haunted him most in his career. I think that's true for most of us.
So Kevin, since the end of the season, extensions for Les Snead and Sean McVay, and Matthew Stafford announces, first of all, Matthew Stafford wins MVP last night. An extraordinary season, completely well-deserved.
Yeah, and great to see, right? We were talking afterwards, like, for Matthew, going through the season from where we started in training camp with the back issue to playing unbelievable, to breaking NFL record, touchdowns, interceptions, 46 TDs, leading us to the playoffs. Like, he was lights out and carried us in moments throughout the year, and you're thrilled for it, thrilled to have him back. And I think, as Sean said, he's playing at his highest level ever. So, anytime you go into a season with Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford and our group that we've got, you feel great. I'm bummed for Puka Nacua not to win Offensive Player of the Year, but obviously he had a great year. So, and look, now we head into the offseason, 2 first-round picks, plenty of cap space, a great chance to build on this year. And I think when we turn the page, that's when we'll look back. We're one of the elite teams. But you don't start in the NFC Championship game. You start 0-0 again. Yep. You got to go climb all the way back up the hill, and that's what we're looking forward to doing.
So, Kevin, here's a weird one for you. For people that don't know, Kevin doesn't just run the Rams. As Mace mentioned, he's the president of Kroenke Sports, which also includes the Denver Nuggets. They got a hockey team. They got a soccer team. As you know, Kevin, I'm in this Lakers world where we just got bought by Mark Walter and the Dodgers. So some of these ownership decisions are going to be collaborative. Some of the guys that work for the Dodgers are going to work with some of the guys that work with the Lakers, and they're going to pool their resources. You do that all the time. You've got to use the resources that you have and the people at your disposal, not just to run a football team, but to run a basketball team, to run a hockey team. How hard is that challenge? And what's the key to being able to, in essence, cross sports like you do?
Well, I thought the challenge starts from the mandate from ownership, right? And I think if you look at what's going to happen with the Dodgers and Lakers, what they built with the Dodgers, so amazing, so successful, the best talent, no expense spared, and they built a great team. And I assume they'll bring that mindset. But it's not just about, getting Shohei Ohtani. It's where do you find, margins on the edge. The Dodgers, I believe, from everything I hear in baseball, leaders in nutrition, leaders in technology, leaders in spring training, like, where do you find those elements, and how do you share those amongst resources, right? Like, for us at KSE, it's how do we get our analytics people on the same page? How do we get our sports medicine people at the Rams talking to those at the Avalanche? We had an outbreak last year of hamstring injuries at the Avalanche, which is really rare in hockey, but something we see in the NFL all the time. We do a summit each summer. We bring all of our coaches, GMs, scouts, trainers together to share information, and that's the goal, to get them talking so they can start to pattern recognize amongst themselves. And then you see some more things, right? I look at, we hired Sean McVay, led to Arsenal hiring Mikel Arteta, similar type of profile, which led us to promoting David Adelman last year. And those are the kinds of similar DNA, whether it's in GMA, whether it's GMs, whether it's in coaching searches. Like, I think if you look at all of our head coaches across KSE, they're all first-timers when we hired them, all young, and now all had significant success. We just did one with our MLS team at the Rapids with Matt Wells from Tottenham. Jared Bednar, head coach of the Avalanche, we hired from the ECHL. I think that's what you're going to start to see. What can you look at? Who's, no offense to a JJ Redick or certainly Lakers management, right? Does Andrew Friedman help shape what that looks like for them? Does it look like what Dave Roberts looks like? Does it look like the equipment room? Those are the places I think you're going to start to compare and contrast.
We've seen with the Rams, coaches come through like Kevin O'Connell and Zach Taylor and Matt LaFleur, and all these guys have come through. This is the first time that a couple of guys that Mike LaFleur is now going to be in Arizona. Raheem Morris, our former defensive coordinator, is going to be in San Francisco. The talent that came out of the system is sort of now in our division. What do you think of those moves?
What do they say in Batman? You're either the hero or you live long enough to see yourself as the villain.
Yep, right.
So, Raheem Morris now is a villain. He's like, I love him, but the DC or the 49ers, you want to shred him. Mike LaFleur, he's now a villain in Arizona. So you're thrilled for them, their success and their opportunity, but God, I want to beat the hell out of them.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. We're talking to Kevin Demoff, who's up at the Super Bowl. He is the COO of the Rams and of Kroenke Sports Enterprises. And you mentioned injuries, Kevin, and it is it is going on now, especially in the NBA. And your team, the Nuggets, just got some bad news about your great young forward, Peyton Watson, who's going to be down for a while. You lost Jokic for a while. The Lakers, Luka pulled a hamstring last night. I'm convinced that if we got rid of the back-to-backs in the NBA, it would help. I don't know if I can sell that to ownership. They would have to give up a lot of preseason games. My idea is play 2 preseason games every team, start the season 2 weeks earlier, and get rid of all the back-to-backs just to give players more time to recover. Does my argument hold any water with you? I'm sure you've been in these conversations. And do you believe that the back-to-backs contribute to all these injuries in some way?
Sure. Well, back-to-backs are tough on players, especially when you're getting on planes and flying between cities and places. And I think the league's done a good job of trying to eliminate them. How you solve it, right? The season's already very long as is.
Right.
Do you want 2 more weeks? And, yeah, taking any league, I think if you say we'll take away from preseason and add to the regular season, whether it's in length or games, I think players would be in favor of that. Fans would be in favor of that. Does it work here? I mean, I think the struggle is starting the NBA at the beginning of October. Like, is that best for your television partners? Is that best for ticket sales, right? For a team like the Lakers and Nuggets who are sold out year-round, it probably doesn't matter. But to a team, that might be struggling at the gate, going head-to-head against college football on a Saturday, going head-to-head against the NFL on a Sunday, for those 2 weeks might not be great. But
good point.
I do think we have to try to find a solution where, can we continue to limit back-to-backs in any way? Can you lengthen the season a week on either side? And it's hard, right? If you look at the growth in all these leagues, the TV money is growing. That helps fuel the salary caps and the rise of those leagues and what players make. But sometimes at the expense of, hey, how do we figure out a schedule? And now with the NBA, you've got Monday nights and Tuesday nights and Wednesday. Every night is an Peacock night or
right.
An Amazon night. And I think you're trying to schedule that, which makes it harder. And those people want, if you talk to the Amazon guys who I saw last night here with Andrew Whitworth, they want the Lakers. They want the Warriors. They want those teams on Monday. Well, that means they're probably going to have to play on Tuesday. I don't know that there's an easy solution. I think the NBA is very in tune with injuries. Sometimes you just have a bad year. Sometimes it's just luck. And I think in the Nuggets case, and one of the things that happen is injuries beget injuries. We've had a lot of guys playing who don't. Peyton Watson normally doesn't play 40 minutes a night.
Right.
So you go back-to-back on 40 minutes a night, you go to double overtime. That's putting strain on his body, even at a young age that we've never seen. And so, I think that's once the dominoes start falling, it gets harder. And look, I think every league wants to figure out a way to protect its players. But, hockey does plenty of back-to-back. You don't see those types of injuries. So it's interesting to study what's causing them.
Let me see. Last thing for me, the game next year in Australia turns out to be the Niners. It was going to be our home game. How do you feel about the Niners arch rival Niners sliding into that spot in Melbourne?
Well, look, we were one of the last teams to take a home game. We have not played a home game internationally since we opened SoFi Stadium in 2020. So it's going to be really 7 seasons. And with the NFL now playing 8-9 games a year, it was due. We were excited to play in Australia, and we looked at the 49ers. We have an unbelievable home schedule next year. Aside from the division, we have the Cowboys, the Packers, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Giants. Those are teams that our fans don't see very often. And so for us, as difficult it is to give up a division rivalry game to San Francisco, I would rather do that than maybe for the Bills or the Packers or the Cowboys who aren't here every year.
Right.
The 49ers would be back next year. And look, there's a little gamesmanship too. You may have noticed George Kittle getting hurt. He's not going to be back week 1. So I'm not saying we necessarily played some of those odds, but for a team that was a little bit banged up, we were more than willing to open the season with the Niners. I'll tell you that.
All right, Kevin, before we let you go, I've always said the international games, I get it. You want to grow the game, and the Rams have been supportive of this. You guys have had a lot of success internationally. A lot of teams have. But I think it's a competitive disadvantage for the teams that have to go versus the teams that don't. You're going to log thousands and thousands of miles. So are the Niners. That's why I'm okay with it, because they're your biggest division rival. But if the Seahawks don't play an international game next year, doesn't that give them a competitive advantage?
Sure, but I think the Seahawks are playing an international game. And look, I look at it very simply. I think Sean McVay is 4-0 in international games with an average margin of victory.
There you go.
So, for me, I think if you look at it, you can look at it as a disadvantage. We have done it a different way. Even this year when we went to London, we arrived 25 hours before kickoff. That was the shortest in history for an international game. And we were up 35-0 on the Jaguars, beat them 35-7. So I think as a team, we embrace it from an organizational perspective of, can we as an entire organization be seamless in moving that to Australia and be better than that, than the 49ers or the Jaguars or whoever we're playing? I'll put our organization up against anybody. And look, is it a disadvantage? Maybe, but the Eagles opened their season in Brazil 2 years ago and wound up in the Super Bowl and won it. So
there you go.
I think some of those are perceived disadvantages versus real disadvantages.
All right. Hey, listen, Kevin, enjoy the Super Bowl as much as you can.
I'm not watching the Super Bowl, so it'll be easy for me to enjoy. I'm going to Napa. I'm going drinking, and
good for you.
We'll go toast Matthew Stafford in an unbelievable year, and when I wake up hungover, the game will be 0-0, just like the Seahawks.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Awesome, Kevin. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see ya.
Kevin Demoff, President of Team and Media Operations for Kroenke Sports and Entertainment.
And he alluded to it, he's running an empire.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a hockey team, a soccer team, an NHL team, an NBA team, and, of course, the Rams.
And I will say, it's not any soccer team. It's like one of the biggest soccer teams in the world. And I think what he said about hiring first-time head coaches is so smart. Like, they're so good at hiring.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that guy, David Adelman, who's coaching the Nuggets, is really good.
And Mikel Arteta with Arsenal is getting them to the top of the table every year. If not second, third, right there. It's really hard to do. Incredibly gifted. They do a great job of hiring.
Yeah, they definitely do. Definitely do. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some Game of Games. I believe, Emily, it's your game today?
Yes, it is.
We will do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to the show, you've heard me talk about Blue Ice Vodka. I love this stuff. It is the finest source vodka from Idaho potatoes in pure Snake River aquifer water. Everybody I've turned on to Blue Ice loves it. And one of the reasons why is it's made from potatoes. Most vodka is made from corn. When you make it from potatoes, it's smoother, it's creamier, it has no burn, it's gluten-free. There's no added sugar in Blue Ice. 64 calories per ounce, that's it. Comes in 3 flavors, Blue Ice Classic, Double Espresso, and Huckleberry. That's my favorite, it's Idaho's state fruit. It's available in most stores, most bars, and most restaurants, but you got to ask for it by name. If you haven't tried Blue Ice, do it today. Everybody I've turned on to this comes back to me and says, I can't believe I didn't know about this before. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Mornings in L.A. will never be the same. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
What is the abbreviation for ESPN Deportes?
The D?
Yeah. See, that one is just Deportes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, really? They don't just call it the D, huh?
There's no E1, E2, E-News. No, it's just Deportes.
If it was ED, then you could have it sponsored, you know?
Jesus.
Right.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a powerhouse in pediatric surgery? They perform nearly 17,000 surgeries a year, from high-tech robotic procedures to the most delicate operations on newborns, led by one of the largest surgical teams for kids in the country. With national rankings to back it up, CHLA brings all-star skill to every procedure. So when your child needs surgical care, turn to the team that's in a league of their own. To learn more, visit chla.org.
Join ESPN LA at Yamava Resort and Casino for Super Sunday and the morning after. Party with me, Morales, Lindsay, and Bergman at the pool deck for our Super Sunday watch party featuring massive screens, nonstop energy, and a legendary guest, quarterback Jim McMahon. The next morning, we'll be broadcasting the Monday after, live from the resort, celebrating an unforgettable finish to the football season. Super Sunday, the morning after. Be there this Sunday at Yamava Resort and Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for more information and secure your tickets. You in?
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that.
Ask your phone, group chat, smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
So I want to ask you guys if I am crazy.
Okay.
And if there's something wrong with me.
I like this. The answer, yes and yes.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
All right, it is game of games time. It is Emily's game today, and we are joined by Travis Rogers to play along. Trav, what's up?
Let's go.
All right,
Trav
let's roll.
normally very formidable in these situations. All right, Em, what's the game?
And do you want to keep track?
Yeah, I got
it. The game is just general Super Bowl trivia.
Okay.
And I'll be using the term Super Bowl. Sorry about it, guys.
All right, you can. No, as long as you don't apply it to a client,
Yes.
then we're fine.
All right. Who has the most receptions in a single Super Bowl game? Is it Travis Kelce, James White, or Demaryius Thomas? Mace.
Okay, you're doing that? Go.
I'll say Kelce.
Trav?
I'll go Kelce as well.
John?
James White.
And Brian?
Kelsey.
It is James White.
Oh, John.
John knew that
John
one.
knew that one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a fact or fiction question.
Okay.
No one has headlined a Super Bowl halftime twice. Travis.
Fiction.
John.
Headlined.
Correct.
Fact.
Brian.
Fiction.
Mace.
Fiction.
It is fiction. This actually happened a couple times.
Didn't
Mary
Up
J.
With People do like the first 5, I think?
Sorry?
Didn't a group called
has
Up
no
With
idea what
People
Up With
do
People
like,
is.
Yeah. And then also, like, Mary J. Blige recently did it in 2001, I think, and then also, obviously, at the Rams Super Bowl
All right,
in
that
2021.
means everybody has one.
Yeah.
All right.
No
All right.
lucky loser today.
That's right.
And this Up With People.
Yeah.
How many times in the past 15 years has the underdog won the Super Bowl? How many times in the last 15 years has the underdog won the Super Bowl? Is it 6 times, 8 times, or 10 times? John.
6.
Brian.
I like 10.
Mace.
I like 8.
Travis.
I'll take 8 also.
It is 10 times.
Brian.
They
Brian.
mostly win the Super Bowl in the last 15 years.
10 times in the last 15?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Not good
White
for the
jerseys and
Seattle
underdogs.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Who were the opponents in the highest scoring Super Bowl? Who faced each other in the highest scoring Super Bowl? Was it
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
was it the Eagles and the Patriots? Was it the 49ers and the Chargers? Or was it the Buccaneers and the Raiders? Brian.
49ers Chargers.
Mace.
49ers Chargers.
Travis.
Eagles, Pats.
And John.
I'm with Trav. Eagles, Pats.
Everyone missed it. It's Buccaneers and Raiders.
Oh, interesting.
I know the Bucs scored a ton of points.
I thought the
That's
Raiders only
basically-
scored.
I thought San Francisco won like 42-28.
Yeah, but the Eagles, Pats was like 45-35.
Well,
Something crazy like that.
Pick it up with the scores.
Yeah.
Okay, how many NFL teams have never been to the Super Bowl? Is it 3, 4, or 5? Mace.
4.
Travis.
3.
John.
5.
And Brian.
3.
It is 4.
Boom,
Oh,
Trav.
I got it.
There we go.
All right.
All right, what's the score update?
Travis 2, Brian 2, Mason 1, Ireland 1.
Oh,
All right, close game.
Close.
We have
No, no.
1, 2, 3,
I think
4,
you marked
5.
down right. He got it right. I got it wrong.
got that right.
You gave me his point.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that means Mace has 2,
Yeah.
Brian has 2, Travis and I have 1 each.
And it's 5 left.
Okay.
Of the teams who have been to the Super Bowl, so not one of those 4 teams, they have been to a Super Bowl. Who has the longest drought between Super Bowl appearances? Not wins, appearances. Is it the Jets, Vikings, or Dolphins? I'm going to start with Mace.
Dolphins.
Travis.
Jets.
John.
Has to be the Jets.
Brian.
Dolphins.
It is the Jets.
Yeah.
Super Bowl
Yeah,
3. They haven't been back since Super Bowl 3.
I thought it was they had
60.
to be there twice because the Jets haven't been there since Super Bowl 3, right?
No, she said of all teams that have appeared in it, who has the longest run.
Okay.
By the way, that means 2-2-2-2.
Ooh.
Hey.
Dead even.
All right. Who has the most career touchdowns in the Super Bowl? Who has the most career touchdowns in the Super Bowl? So consider people that have been there a lot.
Okay.
Jerry Rice, Rob Gronkowski, or Emmitt Smith? Travis.
Emmitt Smith.
John.
Jerry Rice.
Brian.
Gronk.
Mace.
Jerry Rice.
It is Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I did know that.
Mace and Ireland have 3. Brian and Travis have 2. 4 left?
3 left.
3 left. Okay.
Jerry's eating rice. Okay. Who has the most career rushing touchdowns in Super Bowl history? Is it Jalen Hurts, Franco Harris, or Emmitt Smith? Do I have to start with anyone in particular, John?
I'll go.
Okay.
And then Mace can go because we're in the lead. I'm going to go Franco Harris.
I'm going to go Franco Harris.
All right, Travis.
I'll stick with the guys.
And Brian.
Yeah, clean sweep.
Everybody missed it. It was Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
But Jalen Hurts is right there, right behind it, because he's gone a couple times and he rushes.
I think Emmitt Smith went to 3 and Franco Harris went to 4, so Emmitt must have had more touchdowns than them. Okay.
All right, 2 left. Who had the longest play in Super Bowl history? Longest play in Super Bowl history, so amount of yards. Was it Jacoby Jones, Willie Parker, or James Harrison? Mace.
Willie Parker.
John.
Do kickoff returns count?
Any play counts.
I know James Harrison hit that 90-something yard. I'll go Jacoby Jones.
Travis.
James Harrison.
And Brian.
Jacoby Jones.
It is Jacoby Jones. James Harrison, that was 108 yards because it was started in the end zone. And James Harrison is a 99-yarder. So.
Got it.
All right, so is there 1 left, Tim?
1 left.
All right, I have to go first. I have 4. Brian and Mace have 3, and Trav, you're out. You have 2.
Sorry, Trav.
Okay.
Man, happened again.
Thanks for playing. All right, go ahead, Em. I go first.
Still a great night.
Who was the youngest person to win the Super Bowl MVP? Is it Patrick Mahomes, Marcus Allen, or Lynn Swann?
I don't know the answer. I'm going to go Mahomes.
So you can't go Mahomes, Mace. Who do you think, Marcus Allen or Lynn Swann?
Marcus Allen.
And Brian, he can do either one, right?
Let's go Swan.
It is Marcus Allen.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mace.
There you
All
go.
right, it's me and Mason in the tiebreak.
let's roll.
Here we go.
Let's go.
All right. How many touchdowns has Tom Brady thrown in the playoffs in his career? Playoffs in his career, including the Super Bowl. It's more than 15 and less than 150.
Okay. How many touchdowns in the playoffs in his career? So let's say, so he's averaging 45 games. Okay.
I think I went high.
What'd you write down?
81.
I wrote down 77.
Mace, you won. It's
Yeah!
88.
88. Oh, I had the right 2 numbers, but not.
Can you imagine 88 touchdown passes
That is
in the
a
playoffs?
crazy number.
Insane.
I mean, he plays basically 4 games every time he gets to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's true. Wow. What a legend. And I don't believe he says I have no dog in the fight.
Lie.
He absolutely
That's
has
a
a
lie.
dog in the fight. And you know what I say to that dog?
Boston.
Right. Take that, my friend Ben Fleet, who's been listening all week. All right, coming up next for you, Super Crosstalk. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All gas, all Lakers.
Tomorrow night in Los Angeles, it's bright lights and a rivalry that never disappoints. The Lakers are home at Crypto.com Arena, and the Golden State Warriors are in town.
Reeves off the backboard, LeBron slam dunk.
Star power, big shots, big game. Lakers versus Warriors. Coverage begins tomorrow at 4 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration. Happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
In Los Angeles, it's not about closing deals. It's about opening partnerships. At ESPN LA, we're hiring audio marketing consultants and play-by-play marketing consultants. People who build relationships and create custom solutions powered by ESPN LA and the biggest teams in the city. This is where brands connect with fans who care. Competitive pay, full benefits, unlimited upside. Open your next partnership. Apply now at goodkarmabrands.com/careers.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where the game's legends make their mark and history is written.
It's official. The round that will long be remembered. Oh, yes! Ludwig Oberg.
February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Get your tickets now at genesisinvitational.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. Is DeMarco on the schedule today?
He is on the schedule today.
Got it.
He is on the schedule.
So I asked, before the show, I asked you to look at, there's a movie trailer that I'm in. That somebody from the remote yesterday came up and said, what is going on with this movie, Bring Me the Head of Lance Henriksen? And I shot this movie. I never realized that it had come out or might have come out, but the trailer is out. And the one thing that I notice is I seem like the star of the movie. Do I not from that trailer?
That is excellent. And also, give us the elevator pitch for this movie.
The elevator pitch is it's about old-timey actors that are still trying to work along. It's about ageism. Adrienne Barbeau is in it.
Ooh.
I have a scene with her. Tim Thomerson, who's an old action star. Lance Henriksen, an old action star.
You have multiple scenes in this.
I do. I have multiple scenes.
And when did you shoot this?
About 15 years ago. Now, the director reached out to me on Twitter and said, I'm going to finish it by the end of this year. There are a lot of stories about why it hasn't been completed.
Oh,
but
it's never been released?
It's never been released. It's never been completed.
You'd be shocked at how many stories are in Hollywood like that.
Yeah.
Trev, have you ever seen a movie called The Contender?
Oh, God, I love that movie.
Really good movie.
Who's in it?
The Joan Allen is a vice presidential candidate,
and Jeff Bridges is the president.
Bridges is the president.
Yes.
So that was written by a guy named Rod Lurie, who had it in the trunk of his car for 10 years and couldn't get a sniff.
Nobody buy the script.
When I was doing
the
Snyder Show,
they had no interest in the script, no interest in making it a movie, no interest in anything.
Rod was always one of our Friday night guests when I was doing the Snyder Show, and he always said, I got the screenplay you should read. Never read it.
And it was that movie.
Yeah, that was that movie.
James Cameron tried for 10 years to get somebody to make Titanic.
Yeah.
And went fine. There's a great book written by a guy named Bill Carter, who was the media writer for the New York Times, called Desperate Networks. And each chapter of the book, there's 12 chapters, tells the story about a TV show that almost never got on the air.
Wasn't Sopranos like that? Like it bounced around for
Sopranos
everywhere.
Was a good one.
Yeah.
Desperate Housewives was created by a guy named Mark Cherry, and he pitched it to all 4 networks, and they all passed. And ABC had like a show fall apart, and they said, "We'll just put it on as we'll do the pilot and we'll put it on as like a summer replacement just because we need programming. Monster number, launched Desperate Housewives, launched the careers of all those people. The exact same thing happened. Think about how many of these and how many spinoffs we've had. CSI.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So CSI, Les Moonves was running CBS. And the biggest hit show on CBS at the time was Everybody Loves Raymond. And it was created by a guy named Phil Rosenthal.
Mm-hmm.
And Phil Rosenthal sticks his head into Les Moonves' office.
By the way, who you see all the time now, Phil Rosenthal has.
He's got a cooking show on Netflix.
Max and Helen's is the new hot diner that all the celebs are
right,
going
and
to.
and he does that show called Somebody Feed Phil.
Yeah, I watched that.
It's a fun show.
It
He's
is a fun
funny
show.
guy.
So it's like 4 o'clock on a Friday or 5 o'clock on a Friday, and he's on the lot and he sticks his head into Les Moonves' office and he goes, "Hey, we're over here shooting Raymond tonight. We're going to take a dinner break. You want to go to dinner in like an hour?" And Moonves says, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, I'm going to a meeting to fill out the schedule. Come to this meeting with me, and then we'll just go right out of this meeting. But come to this meeting with me." And so they walk in this meeting, and he's got all his people around the table, like 10 or 11 people around the table. And he says, "All right, we got one show. We got one spot left, right? Friday at 10. What'd you guys decide to do?" And they go, "We got Tony Danza to do this lawyer show." And he signed, and we've got the cast.
Nice.
And we're getting ready to shoot it next week.
Another
and
Danza project.
Phil Rosenthal,
just what we needed.
Phil Rosenthal, who's not supposed to be in the meeting, goes, "Are you guys serious? You're putting Tony Danza as a lawyer? I can't think of anything that I wouldn't even consider watching that show." He goes, "Hey, Les, where's that show you showed me last week with the lights and the sirens and the thing in Vegas?" And Phil goes, Yeah, put that in." And Les's assistant puts a VHS tape in the machine, and everybody at the table like lowers their head and goes, "Oh God, no." And Phil Rosenthal, they put this trailer in, and Phil Rosenthal, and they run it for a minute, and Phil Rosenthal goes, "Now that's a show I would watch."
There you go.
It was CSI.
And the rest is history.
And Moonves, because he wanted to impress Phil Rosenthal, who was his biggest showrunner, said, "Let's go with Phil's idea." And they said, "Les, wait a minute. Tony is signed. This cast is signed. We have to pay them." And Phil goes, "Don't care." and Les Moonves goes, let's put it. So they put it on a Friday night. It's
a monster. It still runs.
It's still, there are like 6 versions of it.
Does a gigantic number, and Les Moonves goes, "Okay, put it back on Tuesday night. Let's see if this was a fluke."
Yep.
They put it on Tuesday night, and the numbers go even up from there, and it launched the CSI franchise. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Unreal.
Sopranos started in 99.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working in New York in 99, 2000, 2001. The show was huge. And David Chase came in and did a show with us. And he said, to John's point, he pitched it everywhere. And he said, multiple networks said, "We love it, but does he have to go to therapy?" I'm like, that's the show. Is
right.
The
They wanted to eliminate Dr. Melfi.
Exactly. Eliminate the shrink.
They just wanted a mob story.
Yeah, they just wanted a mob story.
Hi, DeMarco.
Hello.
Hey, DeMarco. What's up, man?
So we're talking about shows.
I'm telling people about Kingsbury on text. They're all texting.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. all this
Great
stuff.
Cliff's.
Yeah.
Good Cliff Kingsbury story if you guys have never heard it. So, I don't know, 20 years ago, a young Northwestern Journalism School graduate named Mike Trudell is looking for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets hired as an intern by the Baltimore Ravens. And somebody in the office goes, "Hey, they're looking for people who are willing to go to NFL Europe and work over there. Would you consider doing it?" And Trudell's like, "Yeah, I'm right out of college. I don't have a family. I'll go." So he gets over to like Germany or wherever they sent him. And he has no money, and they're not paying him much. And the quarterback of the NFL Europe team is Cliff Kingsbury, who is Trudell's age, so they hit it off. And Cliff says, "Hey, we're going out to dinner. Let's go." And Trudell goes, "Cliff, I have no money."
Yeah.
And Kingsbury said, "Don't worry, I get per diem. It's on me." And Kingsbury basically got Trudell through NFL Europe by buying him dinner once or twice a week so he could see the city.
Like Kingsbury.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
And so Trudell's always, and still like, if next time you guys have Trudell in, he can call Kingsbury and bring him on.
Yeah.
Like he knows him.
So does Kingsbury slide right into the Mike LaFleur role?
We were just talking about that. Shieldhouse is still here.
Nate Shieldhouse still here. Yeah.
Your run game coordinator is still here.
Mm-hmm.
He's the O-line coach. So I don't know if he just goes right to OC.
Since Cliff has already been a head coach, DeMarco.
But the consultant role is popular in the NFL. The offensive consultant role.
I was just
positionless. You coaches.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Shieldhouse is an up-and-comer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Not surprised he didn't get hired this cycle, but coming soon.
So if I know McVay, what I think he's going to do, I'm just speculating, is make Shieldhouse the OC, make Kingsbury the passing game coordinator, and then Cliff and Sean call the plays. What do you think?
You know, somebody's going to want a title. Nate Shieldhouse is going to want a title. I thought he would be the passing game coordinator.
He is now, isn't he?
That's the logical step for him.
Wait a minute, I thought he was the passing game coordinator.
Right, and then I guess he could. Would you promote him to OC already?
Why not? If you're all going to work collaboratively, give him the title bump.
As long as the other guys don't care.
It's sort of like, it's a little bit like the Dodger
Kingsbury's already
philosophy,
been a head
right?
coach.
Interesting. It's a little bit like the Dodger philosophy. Let's get all the smart people in the room.
Yeah,
and Cliff
there you go.
Kingsbury's one of the smart offensive
But I do
guys.
know on game day, that's going to be McVay calling plays, period. End of story. That's the way he rolls. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question. This is about the big game. I'm allowed to
Super
say
Bowl?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say
See?
Super Bowl.
What is it? Super Bowl or big game?
Okay, so here is my bet, and you tell me if I've got a shot with this. The bet is
he has to hit them all.
Have to hit them all.
He's $200,000 behind me in mythical money.
Okay.
Bad Bunny opens with TT May Pregunto.
Okay.
There's Blue Gatorade after the game. The first member of the Legion of Boom shown will be Richard Sherman. They will show the Malcolm Butler interception. Seattle wins the game. Darnold wins MVP. And at some point in his speech, he says, it means everything.
There's one giant hole in all of this.
Okay, what is the hole?
I think it's the blue Gatorade.
It's the Gatorade.
What color do you think it is?
It's going to be orange or red. It's almost always orange or red.
It's been blue 5 times in the last 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that means it's
and
10 times
Seattle's
in
got blue as a primary
I thought
color.
it'd be green because Seattle, it's never been green.
It's never been green in the last 15 years at least.
Yeah. I feel like I've only seen the yellow and the orange.
What odds would you give me if I hit all of them?
Oh, well.
Wow.
I mean, how many
John gave
many
me
legs
90
are that?
to 1.
Oh, I think it's for. I think you're. Yeah.
I think the actual odds would have been 91. I gave you 100 to 1.
Yeah.
100 to 1.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think
you'll get everything but.
And
the
by the
Gatorade.
way, if it happens, I win mythical money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's for the win.
Yeah.
Ireland, you're not betting any mythical money on the Super Bowl?
Well, I feel like if I did and I won, then I would derail the whole
But
bit.
this is okay. All right.
Right?
I get it. Yeah.
You want me at a sitting number.
Yeah, true.
So you
when
can
does
catch me.
when does the book close on Mythical Money?
After the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl,
well,
this
the
is
end
the
of the-
last
okay.
thing, and I
So
only have
this is
$5,000.
his Hail
This is
Mary.
it? Oh.
This is his Music City
love it.
miracle.
The love of the game route.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, I feel a little bit like not stepdad Leo when I say this. This is all of a sudden the screensaver on my computer, and I don't know how it got there, and I don't know how to get rid of it. It is like a samurai
I can
guy.
get it off for you.
Can you get
all
that off?
All you have to do is Google, how do I change my
Is that Seven
screensaver?
That's a Mac,
It's
right?
a Mac, yeah.
Two fingers, hold them down in the middle of your trackpad, and something should pop up.
Are you into
Change
samurai flicks?
wallpaper.
There
You're
you go.
right,
There you go.
Travis.
Yes.
Wow. How's that for institutional
you
knowledge?
go.
Got it. Excellent. Thank
Emily,
you.
that's a young person
Boy, I'll
trick
tell
right
you
there.
what.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
He's more contemporary than you thought, Em.
DeMarco, since you're the only one of the
What's
four
up?
of us who has actually played in a Super Bowl, when it starts, are you excited, nervous, neither, both?
I was nervous coming down the ramp out of the tunnel. Like, it dawned on me. The guy's name was Ryan Tucker, and it was just a random dude that was next to me. And
On your team? He played
on
for
my
the
team.
Rams?
We're getting ready to
Okay.
come out, and it just felt normal. But I noticed he's like 6'7", and when I looked, it was his shoulder pad, and it had the Super Bowl patch. And it dawned on me, this is the freaking Super Bowl. So I'm starting to hyperventilate a little bit, and then they let us down the tunnel. So when you see me running out like this, I'm about ready to die of a heart attack. The national anthem, you get real emotional because you go from the time you started all the way till that moment. So you go through all these emotions. But once you kick off and you see that ball in the air, and we played the Titans before, it's just football. Once you get on the field, you relax.
Even
and
as
play.
it gets later and later into the game?
When it gets tight. Now, the fourth quarter, it gets crazy, especially when, we're behind or, they're making a run at this, so it gets tight.
When Kevin Dyson was running towards the goal line, did you ever think for a second we're going to lose, or did it just happen too quick? Who was your linebacker that made that tackle?
Mike Jones.
Yeah. He's been in here with you guys,
of course.
right? Yeah.
I thought, and I said this a million times, I thought that we were going to go to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. So that was like, damn.
Wait, how many points were you down?
We won by 6.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was Fisher. Fisher's
Right.
going for 2 probably. He said he would have gone for 2, but I'm thinking, damn, we're going to go to overtime. And I was gassed, bro.
Well, wait a minute. If you were down by 6 and you score, why doesn't he just kick the extra point to win the game?
What did I just say?
Maybe you were down 7?
No, we were down. We won by 6.
Okay.
Kick the extra point and win.
Just win. Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, but so you never
didn't we win by 6?
Because
I don't remember the final
you
score.
You were there.
23-16.
So there it is.
That's
7.
7. There you go. Yeah.
So you thought
We won by 7. Yeah.
you thought logically we're going to kick it and go to overtime.
I thought we're going to overtime, and he said
Fisher,
he would have gone for 2.
You got to know Fisher later in life.
Yeah.
He said he would have gone for 2.
Yes. And I totally forgot asking Jeff Fisher the dumbest question ever sitting in St. Louis. I was asking him about Steven Jackson. Now, mind you, I had just played him in the Super Bowl not that long ago. I said, is this the first time you've ever had a big back like this? And he looked at me like, are you out of your mind? I'm like, oh, shoot, Eddie George.
Yeah, right.
Completely forgot, yeah.
When you're calling an NBA Finals game, does it feel different?
I get excited.
Yeah.
I don't get for whatever reason I don't get nervous calling games.
Yeah.
But I get like pumped up and excited about it.
When you get to that last 15 minutes of the season, it gets weird.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
That's what he means.
I'm super into it. Even last night when Austin Reeves was just going off.
Yep. Bananas.
I mean, Philly was better than us. They had the 2 best players on the floor for the first 3 quarters of the game, and then Austin just took the game over, which is why I made an impassioned plea today. Everybody says, well, what if we could get Giannis? What if we could go out and get another big name? I just don't want to trade Austin.
I'm with you. That's one.
What happened to?
But it's
because you have one.
You
got one.
Driven talent.
You
but
have one.
In this case, it's not really.
DeMarco, I think he's a star.
No, I'm with you. But I mean, I think the specter of having Giannis in LA, that might be hard to turn down.
Well,
I'm not so
they're
sure.
actually there is a scenario where you don't have to cut bait with Austin, and you could still get Giannis.
If you get Giannis first, slide him into the cap space, then sign Austin, you're allowed to go for your own
You'd
player.
be messing with the aprons, which I know they don't want to do, but you could do it.
Although I wonder if Mark Walter gives a damn about aprons.
It's not.
It's the limitation of not
it's
aggregating
not the
salaries.
money that Mark would care about.
Losing draft picks.
It'd be losing flexibility.
Yeah.
Your ability to do stuff.
I would love to hang out all day long.
You got plans on a Friday night, Mace?
I do.
What
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Trav.
Do CNN Super Bowl preview.
You're gonna show up on that show tonight.
I'm sorry. Did you talk about the movie thing? What was that you sent?
We
you did already. Okay.
Yeah,
Young Mace with dark hair.
Orange County.
Yeah.
Right now. How long is it going to take me?
Which part of Orange County?
Clinton Del Mar.
Hour 45.
So it'll take me 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hour 45. You'll get there in less than 2.
All right. I can drive in the carpool lane. I got Jack and Lisa with me.
Oh,
does that help?
Hour 25.
Okay.
There you go. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Everybody have a great Super Bowl weekend. See you back here Monday. Travis and DeMarco next.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.